All right. Welcome back to Reels, Booze, and Bros, a.k.a. RB2. I am your host, Jay. I got my co-host with me here, Brian.
What up?
What's going on? We got our new equipment going on. We got a Real Bro fan with us, Kev. What's up?
What's going on?
What's up?
So,
yeah.
I get to hear my annoying voice in real time.
Yeah. Something we'll get used to. We got the full setup. So new equipment. Last time we did this. All right, heroes and villains. Take two. The audio was complete shit from the last time when we did this. I was so fucking pissed. It was good. We had a great time. We're gonna go continue off with the same thing. So if you guys didn't tune in last time and you weren't checking out the website, we were doing heroes versus villains. But our previous podcast, let's go back to that. What was our previous podcast? I don't remember. It was so long ago.
Was it Boondock Saints?
yeah.
Yep.
Boondock Saints?
Yeah, Boondock Saints for St. Patrick's Day. Great fucking movie. A true cult classic. I'd have to say, what is it? Ron Jeremy getting it inside the, getting
In the sin bin?
in the sin bin, getting fucking, as he's jerking it.
I forgot about that part.
Dirty girl, yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. And what was it? The
Hooker Smecker?
Yeah, Hooker Smecker was probably the Randy Watts.
Well, I don't think that actually won for Randy Watson, but we did make an exception for it.
I think so.
I think we made El Duce.
Yeah, I think El Duce was probably the best Randy Watson. Dude shows up, doesn't kill women or children, and
One guy with 6 guns, and he was a fucking
there
senior
was a
citizen.
firefight.
And he was a fucking senior citizen.
Yes, that's true. Ron Jeremy's going to jail for rape. He is a sack of shit. That's why he dies in the sin bin in the
Yeah.
way he does there.
Perfect
So,
way to go out.
Yeah, perfect way. Fucking, we should clean it. We come here once a week, clean the house.
He'd probably go for that right now.
Yeah.
Yes, yes, he would. So, all right. So moving on. Again, heroes versus villains. Excuse me. What am I saying? This is a beer podcast. So we are moving on. We're gonna do heroes versus villains. The brackets are out. I updated the new ones. We redid the entire list of what happened. So everything's new on our social media and output that's there. So before we move on to the full 32 heroes versus 32 villains, let's go with the beer.
Oh.
I don't like change. I'm very nervous.
You guys
I'm
jumped-
so scared.
I see you guys jumped on there. That's our going through the beer fridge. Nice little addition there. I got a little soundboard over here, boys.
For a
I can
split
see
second,
that.
I was like, I definitely just broke something.
I'm not sure if Twitch can hear that. I'm not sure if I got across, but that's good. All right, so the beer we got for today. Who brought? Brian, you brought this right from Last Wave.
Yeah, from Last Wave. It's called A-Frame. I think this is one of their like staple beers. It's an IPA. On the can it says crushable, tropical, approachable. It's a 6.1%. I don't really get a tropical taste out of it, but I'm not picking up any like distinct flavor.
Me either. This, to me, it's very. It tastes good, but it tastes like just a generic IPA to me. I'm
Yeah.
not tasting tropical at all.
Yeah, there's no tropical. in
It
this.
still tastes good. I'm going to drink it, but
Yeah,
I don't
no,
see what's
I like it,
necessarily
but
special about
there's
it.
no like overwhelming like pineapple or like mango sort of flavor that you're like, oh yeah, I get it. You know, it's not, but whatever. It's good. It is crushable though.
Yes, it's definitely crushable. So we'll go with that, and yeah. So check it out. We're gonna put this one and the previous booze we had on the previous podcast. Trying this out there, I felt those were a lot better.
Even the coconut ones?
No, the coconut beer sucks.
We probably still have a couple of those left in there.
Oh, we definitely do. I noticed.
Oh yeah. They were not touched.
Well, I'm definitely going to have one of the ones I had from last week for the next one.
I see. All right, let me finish my Untapped app going on here. Yeah, we got a red light, and I'm just gonna go with that.
Yeah, just for the A-frame at the end, it says has a tropical hop blend. And yet, like you said, I'm not really tasting tropical that much.
you don't pick up anything on it. But whatever.
Maybe at the bottom of the can. It'll be there.
Shake it up.
All right. Let's fucking get it on, boys. Let's do this. Take two, heroes versus villains. RB2, Reels, Booze, and Bros. We'll bring it to you. All right, let's get into it. First matchup, Perseus versus Neo. You know what? Wait. Before we go on, as we did the first one, the list, I felt the villains were a lot harder. Right? In this, you think the villains were a lot harder in this one?
Yeah, there was a couple matchups that were in the first round, like I was just saying before. when we get to it. Darth Vader versus Agent Smith. That could be a Final Four matchup.
I think in the first time it was close to a Final Four matchup for me, or like an
Yeah, I
Elite Eight
think so,
matchup.
yeah.
But just the way the bracket changed this
Yeah,
time.
just the way the randomizer on the.
Yeah, this time for the randomizer, I didn't do it once. I did it 3 times for each one. I was like, you know what? Let's do it. And then went. I was like, all right.
Well, again, I think I mentioned it last time, but it got erased obviously or whatever. But villains are always cooler than the heroes. So
Yes.
it's probably going to be tougher to figure all of that out.
Yes, definitely. I agree with you on everything. So, all right, bring it back. Perseus for Neo versus Neo, round 1. Neo. Neo has to
I
get
thought this was pretty easy. So
Yeah, I
simple
have
one.
Neo. It sucks because Perseus from the original,
original
Clash of the
Clash
Titans
Titans,
stuff is really cool,
good.
like a childhood movie. But Neo's a lot cooler.
Maybe if we
so.
brought his owl, it might help him. The mechanical owl. I don't know.
Mechanical Owl was pretty cool.
do we have Shane and Nick's
Yep.
picks in?
So we
as
got
well?
there. So for I put Neo. So did Nick put Neo, and same thing. Neo. for
I
Shane.
figured
Right,
this
yeah,
would be a clean
yeah.
sweep.
Yep. Clean sweep going on there. So moving on. All right, Bill and Ted versus RoboCop.
Interesting.
I like this matchup, but I can't see Bill and Ted coming out number 1 against RoboCop. That's just me. I'm going with a RoboCop on this one. What do you guys got? Something different?
So I have RoboCop, and it's funny because the last podcast you said all the time that if you can make them laugh, you're going to get them.
Yeah.
So Bill and Ted can make him laugh, but RoboCop also shot a guy in the dick.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's pretty funny.
Yes,
so so
Yeah.
just for that alone, RoboCop moves on.
Exactly.
I have RoboCop as well. I just thought, as much as I like Bill and Ted, there's just other. I think RoboCop is just better.
Yep, that's what we had. So Nick, same as well with RoboCop, and Shane though, Bill and Ted.
No?
I
So
think
it is funny because I think in the last, just the way we had it before, I had Bill and Ted probably going further in the bracket, but it's just the
Yeah,
way that we reset everything. It's like the practice bracket was fun, but they're not getting past RoboCop. I guess there's no nonsense.
that's right. All right, Thor, James Bond. What we
All right.
got, Brian? Who you
All
gonna
right,
go
so
with?
this was a little bit more difficult, but I mean, obviously, I still went Thor. I love Thor. I love his character. Chris Hemsworth is fucking awesome as the role. But James Bond, especially if we're going the Daniel Craig ones, did make it interesting. I was like, but I had to go with my man Thor.
Uh-huh.
So at least there'll be a slight difference starting early on because I did go with James Bond here.
Oh,
It's,
okay.
I like Thor. There's just so many James Bond movies and memories for me. Like I said, those are some of my favorite movies growing
No,
up.
I
also,
totally.
so.
You're not wrong with anything you're saying. I just.
Yeah, it's if I just go by like staying power for the character too. It's just like I said, James Bond has been around forever. There's so many good James Bond movies, and we've talked about it before. Thor's a good character, and I think he's hilarious in the Infinity War and Endgame ones when he becomes Fat Thor. Also,
Yeah.
nice little character arc there for him.
Yes.
But for the movies that he's in on his own, Ragnarok's the only one that's really like a great movie for him.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, yeah.
there's other
Yeah,
James Bond movies that are really
can't
good.
blame.
He's a
him.
great character still. I
Yeah.
love Chris Hemsworth, but
Like I said, I can't blame him for the first 2 movies. The first one was okay. The second one,
yeah, that was a
that's
dark
probably
road, right?
bottom. That's bottom 3 Marvel movies.
yeah, it's not.
The first Thor was good. Was a nice introductory story, but just the way he just plays a character, I think just gets it for me.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, well, Kev, in this one, you're the only one that's went
Oh,
James Bond.
all right. Well, whatever.
Yeah, everyone else went with Thor on this one. This one actually, last time I went with Thor, I did not go with Thor or who he's up against. I don't remember who he was, but I went with Thor this time because I felt I don't know. There were just too many James Bonds, and we got one exact. We got one Thor, and good character arc. And if it was just maybe the Daniel Craig and the Thor, I might go with that one. But no, it was Thor.
All right, fair enough. I've been wrong before. I'll be wrong again.
All right, Indiana Jones, Mad Max. I like this matchup a lot.
Yeah,
This one, it's a very good matchup.
toss up on this one.
You can go either or on this one. So, Kev, who'd you go with this?
So for this one, I went Indiana Jones. Mad Max. I was never into like any of the earlier movies. The most recent one with Tom Hardy was good, Fury Road.
Yeah.
But I just think Indiana Jones, and I just think of the Last Crusade. All the other movies too. Well, the first 3, not the Crystal Skull one.
Yeah.
But
What?
uh,
Crystal Skull.
but Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah, no thanks. The fire ant scene where the one guy got murdered by them was interesting at least, but everything else about the movie is just absolutely awful.
Yeah, I
But,
agree on that.
the first thing I said, Last Crusade, that's like one of my favorite movies of all time. So I'm just going Indiana Jones for that, basically. Mad Max, again, I wasn't big in the movies. The most recent one was good, but I'm going Indiana Jones.
You know what? I'm gonna before Brian jumps in, I feel like he might change it up. I'm actually agreeing with Kev on this one. I went Indiana Jones. I just felt it was better. He had the better of the movies for Mad Max. Like the first Mad Max with Mel Gibson, I felt it wasn't as apocalyptic as it really was. You know, it did set the tone for everything that's going on, but I didn't feel it for me. So Indiana Jones for me. Brian, go ahead.
I agree. I went Indiana Jones because I think
Whoa.
just the movies were better, and he's got a great punch.
And that whip,
Yeah.
and that satchel. Oh man,
And he's just
The one guy twirling the sword, he just pulls out his gun, shoots him.
He's just a regular guy. You know,
He
he's an
is.
archaeologist.
Well, Mad Max is a regular guy too. He has no
Yeah.
special superpowers. I think he
No.
was like a cop or something like that. Some sort of
Yeah,
law
but he's
I'm trying to
enforcement.
look up for Mad Max. Which one was Thunderdome? Was that the second one or third one?
I think that's the second one.
2 man enter, 1 man leave. It's
That,
funny 'cause
that was pretty cool, at
So-
least, but I'm still.
I thought you
Tina
know
Turner?
Mad Max on this one because Nick and Shane also went with Mad Max. So it looks like Indiana Jones is moving on. Note it down, boys. Indiana Jones beats out Mad Max.
Okay.
Let's
The
see.
microphone is picking up the pen.
Hopefully it doesn't go back on the recording. But you know what? It is what it is. So moving on. Rambo, Ellen Ripley. All right.
This was a tough one for
This
me.
one. So who should we go for this one? Should we go for Nick or Shane first? What do you think?
Yeah,
Let's go Shane. Shane says Rambo. Okay, Rambo. So we got Rambo for Shane, and then the complete Nick goes with Ellen Ripley.
Wow.
Ooh, wow. Wow.
Okay.
Wow indeed, boys. Wow indeed. All right. What do you guys have on this one?
I went Rambo. I thought it was pretty simple for me.
2 Rambos.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not a huge fan of the Alien franchise, but you know, whatever.
You got your fucking rope too.
Yeah.
Okay, Rambo rope and your knife. Kev, are you gonna?
So I'm just going to end it then, I guess. I will say that I actually do like the Alien movies, and we talked about it pretty extensively the last time we did this. I had Ellen Ripley going a little further, but I like the first two Rambo. Well, the second Rambo movie was it First Blood? It's just called First Blood?
This is called First Blood.
Because there's Rambo, then Rambo First Blood, and then First Blood Part 2, right? Anyway, the
Something.
first two are really good. But the first Blood movie, the one where he actually goes to like Vietnam, I guess, and everything, that's a great movie.
Yes.
I just think Rambo's cooler, I guess. Ellen Ripley is a hero, but she's not really all that heroic in a lot of the films. I think those films are more about the aliens anyway. So, and in the second
I
one,
could
Bill
agree on
Paxton dying. So, Rambo's the actual focus and hero of the movies. So I went with Rambo.
Interesting. So that's what is that? 3 Rambos
That's
right there.
3 Rambos.
Last time I had Rambo when we went on this one, and I actually had Ellen Ripley going on the last one as well.
Yeah.
I went with Ellen Ripley, so it looks like Ripley lost on this one.
Yeah.
Oh, 3-2. Oh, goddamn. Fucking Rambo. Okay. Here we go. Optimus Prime, Snake Plissken. All
I
right.
think this is pretty simple, but
You
know.
think so? I want.
Oh, I don't know which way this one's going to go then. I don't know how
Oh.
simple it was. This is a tough one for me, at least.
I felt it was very tough because
Really?
I
Oh, okay.
love Snake Plissken. Snake Plissken is one of my favorite characters.
I know we said, and then they based a video game off of him.
Yeah,
you know,
they got the video game going on. He was also based. The video game character is also based off of the guy from the first Terminator on there. It's not John Connor, but John Connor's friend. Whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
John
did it.
Connor's
I don't remember
dad.
his name. Yeah.
Yeah, we're so prepared for this episode. So it's great. All right, Brian, who you got? I'm assuming you're gonna go with Prime.
I went
I think
Prime.
you're a Prime guy.
Yeah, I went
Yeah,
Optimus
you're a Prime
Prime.
guy. Okay.
I went Prime also.
Shane went
The
Prime.
voice.
Oh,
Come
all
on.
right, yeah.
Shane went Prime. Nick went Prime. And honestly, I went with Prime too. As much as I love this, I felt like I did Snake dirty, but Prime, I had to go with Prime. He's just too good. Oh, Jay Weezy in the chat also says Optimus Prime, and he went with Rambo even though he hates Stallone. Okay, good to know. All right, so moving on to the next one. Jack Burton versus Captain America. I gotta see what Shane says on this one. He probably went. Yep. As we know, Jack Burton.
Yeah,
He took the Pork Chop Express and he just went with
He's
it.
riding a pork chop
Yeah,
express.
and then I'm gonna counter him with Captain America. That's me, Captain America. As much as I didn't have him going on further in the last one, this one he's moving. He's moving on this one.
Nice. I too went Cap. As much as I love Jack Burton, it's Captain America. You can't beat.
So
Can't beat Captain
you
America.
Can't. I'm fucking fully erect for America right now.
6 to midnight.
Yeah.
6 to midnight.
Kev, who'd you go with on this one?
I went with Captain America.
All right, and so did
Just
Shane.
better
sorry,
overall
excuse
like
me, so
character
did
arc,
Nick.
I guess. So I mean,
Yeah.
Jack Burton's cool too, but Captain America is I think
Yeah.
pretty easy for me. This is a quick one for me.
Yeah, this one was without a doubt. Anyone who's going up against, oh, Jay Weezy, Jack, 100%. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Good for you. That's what you think. And after that, so Dread Pirate Roberts versus Aragon.
This was a tough one.
You
At
think?
least I thought it was a tough one.
Really?
I'll tell you, I ended up in the long run going with Aragon, just because I think we're going because it's based over 3 movies and his story arc is really good, and where he eventually he's like, all right, I am the king and becomes who he's supposed to be. I do love Dread Pirate Roberts, like the Princess Bride.
All of
is-
us watched Princess Bride. Over
yeah,
and
that
over
was
again
that
as
was
kids.
that was a movie like like if you were homesick from school, like for some reason it was always on.
I can't remember the last time I
Yes.
saw it. And I could probably still quote most of the lines while it's on.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
with
It's
how much
great.
you probably just
We
burned
will
into
be
your
doing that
brain.
movie too eventually
It
at
is.
some point. So
I would say the our brother-in-law we haven't met yet, Joel. He got me socks with from the Princess Bride.
nice.
And then the other day, and Liliana was explaining. My oldest was like, she wanted to know what the Princess Bride was. So I actually told her the story, trying to explain to her. I'm like, what can I take out? I'm like, well, there was this guy, and I had to look up the names, Wesley, because I'm like, there's Dread Pirate Roberts who becomes this, and he gets captured, and he tries to. Then then Buttercup, like Buttercup's a princess name. What the
yeah,
fuck? That's
Princess
weird.
Buttercup.
Yeah, I'm like, that's
Just tell her it's the greatest love story ever told.
yeah.
Because
So-
that's what they say in the book.
Isn't
In
Buttercup
the-
the name of the horse in Kingpin?
Yeah,
also?
yeah. I'm like Buttercup. I'm like, it's a fucking horse. So, all right. So Aragon for you, Brian. Kev, you went with who'd you go? with?
I went with Aragon also.
Aragon?
Like I said, it was a tough one, but I kind of went the same way as Brian. I just thought about like the series of movies overall and just the overall Lord of the Rings story too. As good as the Dread Pirate Roberts is, I couldn't go against
Yeah,
Aragon.
I
Yeah.
actually like.
Damn it.
I actually like Aragon better in the Two Towers because I think that's the best movie that they did. And he was a fucking badass in the Two Towers.
Fuck Aragon. Fuck the Lord of the Rings. And
Don't tell the elf.
Yeah, that was probably the best is when that little like
That fight scene in the Two Towers. was
those
amazing.
those two dudes going back and forth was probably the best.
Gimli and Legolas, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Legolas and stuff. Shit, fuck that. I had Dread.
Well, I don't
Pirate
like either of
Roberts.
them. That's why I took Aragon.
Yeah. So, and the other two, Nick and Shane had Aragon. I'm a little upset with Shane didn't go with Dread Pirate Roberts.
Yeah, hey.
I thought he would be on that one with us, but I
Well,
guess not.
Jay, not as you wish.
Yeah, it's not.
So should we go to a top corner of the villains now?
Now, should we go to villains or do you want to go with?
Yeah, I think we should.
I think last time we switched up and did villains.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Switch
All right. Villains. Let's do it up. We're going to the next one. So, as we stated before, villains is goddamn tough. This is as for some. It's. I agree with you, Kev. Villains is so much more fun doing the villains because you're like, wow, you really want to get in their mind. Like these motherfuckers are crazy.
because they get to do the cool shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
There's no laws for them, man.
Yeah,
They do whatever
nothing.
the
do
fuck
what
they want.
There's no shirt.
There were multiple of these where it could go either way, and it actually sucked having to pick one
yeah,
of them.
yeah. When we get down to the one like we mentioned before, it could have been a Final Four matchup.
Yeah.
But, first round exit for somebody who's an all-time villain.
Yeah. All right. So, first round of the villains. T1000 versus Regina George.
Okay, well, this one was easy. At least for me, it was.
I
I know
love
I know
this
there's going to be
matchup.
other, but I went T1000 immediately.
Yeah.
The Terminator's cool as shit. The movies are. Judgment Day is fantastic, and I remember seeing it in the movie theater. And the first scene where he turns to liquid to go like through the metal bars in the mental hospital,
Yeah.
fantastic, terrifying the entire time. I went T1000. This was an easy one for
I-
me. I know other people love Mean Girls, and that's where they're going.
No,
but,
so I went T1000 as well. I thought like right off the bat I went T1000, but when you really sit and think about it, I think it's a lot closer than it probably will be on the scorecard.
Yeah, so on the scorecard, which is like fucking like landed 50 punches to 49 or something like that. Like what?
No, but I'm just saying like when you look at like Regina George's character, like she's how manipulative she is and how controlling and all that sort of stuff. Like she really is an all-time like villain, and especially like in a whole female cast like that, it was like really a different way to approach a villain character. So that was cool. So I think that's what makes it a lot closer than what it, realistically, you're like, oh, T-1000 is just fucking destroyer. You know what?
You know what else is being manipulative? Literally changing your entire appearance to look like the last person you killed.
I get it. Like, no, I get it. But I'm just saying, like, Regina George, I think, puts up a fight in this.
Oh, hands down, she does with that. So, I went with Regina George. She's hot, and she's so good in Mean Girls. Like,
yeah, she is.
She could be my favorite character in Mean Girls. I have to rewatch it again to see exactly on who it is. We're definitely be doing
a
deep dive into Mean Girls.
You go, Glenn
on
Coco.
This podcast. on Wednesdays we wear pink. And you know who agree with me on this one? Nick.
Nice.
Nick and I.
Wow, 2-2.
2-2.
I'm about to be so disappointed in all of you.
I'm glad Nick went with us. I had a feeling he would go with Regina George over this.
Didn't he have Regina George going to like the finals? Or
Yeah,
something
dude.
I didn't know he was such a Mean Girl fan.
Maybe he's just a Regina George fan. He's
Maybe,
probably got
I don't
posters
know.
up in his room somewhere. Regina George.
The plastics.
Yeah, he's all about that. But Shane's gonna come down to the deciding factor. Shane. It's very interesting what you picked. No, it's not. He went with the T-1000. So the T-1000 goes on. Regina George is knocked out in the first round. And this is a huge upset for me. Complete huge upset.
I don't know. I wouldn't say upset.
Oh, I love it. For me, I said for me personally.
If anything, this is a 1 seed that got challenged by a 16 seed. They barely held him off at the end.
I don't know about that compared to.
No, I don't think the T-1000's a 1 seed, but he's probably like a 4 seed.
In this bracket,
4-13 matchup.
No, in this first bracket, the Predator.
5-12.
The Predator is the 1 seed in this bracket.
No.
Is that the way it worked out?
No, I would say he.
I mean, still pretty good.
we come to think of it. Who do you think it's gonna be? Like, Predator is probably the number
Look,
one.
on this bracket right now, I would probably say John Doe.
No, I would have said T-1000.
Wow. We should probably again if we were to re-rank these completely, we would take like the rest of the year just to rank them up and then do another year.
Yeah, I think T-1000's a 2 or 3.
Yeah, without a doubt, he's up there. I'm just saying he's I don't know. All right.
Well, this was a tough matchup.
This was one of the ones that was really tough.
Scar versus John Doe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know me and my Disney. I fucking love Disney. I'm probably Scar is one of my favorite characters. I should have wore his T-shirt tonight that I have instead of wearing Miyagi Do. I was wearing my T-shirt. I wore it in Disney World. It's Scar, the true king. So
that probably went over well.
Make any kids cry with that?
Yeah, that's right. And but you know what? I went John Doe on this one because Seven is such a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
And he's only in it for so little, and he accomplishes so much. And fucking Brad Pitt, you pretty motherfucker, you're fucking done.
Well, the fact that you don't see him until the last 20 minutes of the movie.
Yeah, something like it. Maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah, but I mean, he's maybe in the movie a total of 10 minutes, 12 minutes. But the stuff that he does leading up to it to see who he is, you're like, this guy is one sick motherfucker. So what he does leading up to it, I think just makes his character like so chilling and fucking, I don't know, vile, disgusting, like whatever. He's one sick individual.
Yeah, he didn't shave off, go burn his fingertips.
He was shaving his fingertips.
Yeah,
off.
shaving his fingertips off. Also, he shows he walks in the police station and has it.
Yep, that's why he's got the bandages. Well, he's covered in blood because he also just cut. He literally just cut Gwyneth Paltrow's head off. Spoiler alert. So, because they said he's got blood on him from him, and they said from an unknown source because they don't know that it's bacteria.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what that.
Was he doing the Goodfellas Shaving of the?
Oh, the fucking onion.
Oh, the onions. Yeah.
Those fat sausage fingers.
No,
how does he get him? How does he get him so thin?
Garlic,
How does he get it so thin?
Yeah. That's what he had to be doing.
It liquefies. He's got
a
a system for cutting the garlic.
Yeah. So what? Who'd you go with there, Kev?
Like I said, this was really tough, and I love Seven, but I ended up going Scar.
Oh.
The reason why I went that way is just thinking about Disney villains in general. My family does the Disney thing like every year also, so I guess I'm probably indoctrinated into the Disney system. I guess I think he's
drank the
probably.
Kool-Aid, huh?
I think he's probably overall like the coolest villain in all of the Disney movies.
Yes, hands
So
down.
I kind of threw him the
Oh,
bone
yeah.
there. I still love John Doe, but I like I said, it could go either way. If I end up
Yeah.
being if Regina George beat T1000, I would have been slightly mad. I mean, I don't really care. We're not putting money on this or anything. But if John Doe ends up winning this, I'm not going to be mad at all. It's fine.
Nice.
But I went with Scar.
Now, would you say since they acquired all of Marvel and Disney, Scar? Would
I can still
probably-
differentiate
like,
Disney movie
yeah.
and Marvel movie, even though Disney owns Marvel.
Yeah, owns them. So I'm assuming he's the best OG villain. From
But
all
now
the
all
ones
of the
going.
Marvel people are also Disney princesses. So that means
That's
the
true.
best Disney princess is probably
Thor.
No, I was thinking about it.
Yikes.
I would have just went with Elizabeth Olsen probably.
Okay.
Anyway. What?
All right.
I love Elizabeth Olsen, but anyway.
So Scar for Kev. Brian, you went with
I went with John Doe.
John Doe. I went John Doe. So Nick, Scar.
He's got kids. He
Oh.
knows.
He knows. He knows. I said Scar last time. Scar. I went with Scar last time.
Listen, this is an unfortunate matchup that
It
one
is.
of these two had to get knocked out in the first
had to
round.
go. Come back down to Shane again. Shane. He's not really a Disney guy, so it's gonna be John Doe.
All right, fair enough.
All right. I like this matchup. This was without a doubt for me.
This
I'm
is
like,
a funny matchup
this-
looking at it
Yeah.
in
I look,
retrospect.
you look at it. I'm like, this next matchup. I'm like, oh, I know who's winning this one without a doubt. I'm very happy that this person got out of the first round. So we got Dr. Evil versus Lex Luthor. Let's see, who should we go with first? Should we go with Shane or Nick? What do you think what's going on? Let's do Nick. What do we think Nick went with? So
I think he probably went Dr. Evil.
yeah, you
That's
think
my
he went-
guess, too.
Yeah, Dr. Evil. Well, you're fucking wrong.
Oh,
He
all
went
right.
Luthor.
He went
huh?
Luther,
Wow.
and this was a Gene Hackman Lex Luthor we went with, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, for sure.
Not Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah, no,
I don't even know if that's the same Lex Luthor. Like,
yeah, there we go. And so he went Lex Luthor. Shane went Lex Luthor.
wow.
Yeah, 2 for 2.
All right, I'll jump in then because I do have Dr. Evil. So
Nice.
Yeah.
I do not
nice.
like
Okay,
Lex
very-
Luthor in general as a
too.
villain. His best character trait is he's rich.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what? He has nothing else.
He's supposed to be a genius.
I know there's
as
plenty
well.
of people who are villains who are just rich, but that's literally his only thing.
I
Like, why don't you like make some sort of cool suit that can shoot stuff? Then be Iron Man with all your goddamn money.
Yeah,
he was super smart though.
Yeah.
he's a super genius.
He
Later
figured out who Superman was.
Yeah,
and
he-
his
he-
weaknesses.
he eventually gets like a cool suit, and he has the kryptonite. In
You know
the
who else
suit.
was a super genius?
that.
Wile E. Coyote, and he got blown up all the time because he sucks.
He bought the shittiest product that's out there.
Acme, terrible.
Yeah,
Acme is a terrible company.
Yeah,
How'd they stay in
Amazon
business
wasn't
for so
around
long?
back for fucking Wile E. Coyote, so he got fucked. That's all it was all around in there.
You could have had that overnight delivery on that catapult.
And Brian, who'd you go? You went with Dr. Evil as well?
I too went with Dr. Evil.
So we'll
Very
make
nice,
Jay
good.
break the tie.
Oh yeah, no, Dr. Evil.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Lex Luthor sucked. He was such a shitty villain. I can't. No, not even one bit with him.
Well, there you go. The whole make him laugh thing. Does Lex Luthor ever do anything funny ever? Absolutely not.
No, not one bit. So, but the Gene Hackman was the best.
Yeah.
Luthor, and even then, speaking of it, Kevin Spacey was also in the Brandon Roth one.
Yeah,
Oh,
I never
I
even
saw
watched
that.
that Superman.
Yes.
So just
He
forget it.
was that's who he was. He was Lex Luthor on that quick stint. All right, so moving on. Mugato versus Bill the Butcher.
I think this was pretty simple.
This was simple. This was
Yeah.
definitely this could have been number 1 versus number 16 right here. Maybe if you look at it, if they're in different brackets, but I think this.
I think everyone probably went Bill the Butcher.
Yeah. I
I
went
don't know how
Bill.
anybody went Mugato.
I was going to make a joke about Mugato, but then I would have felt really bad. So I was like, I do have Bill the Butcher in mind. So
Yeah, it's unanimous. That's his Bill the
He'd
Butcher.
probably strangle him with his piano key necktie
Yeah, and that's it.
and chop him up.
Relax, don't do it. So, it,
Kill the Malaysian Prime Minister.
yeah. All right. So Bill the Butcher moves on, and all right, where am I at now? So Vigo from Ghostbusters versus Anton Sugar. Was that
No Country for Old Men.
Thank you. Sorry, No Country for Old Men. Interesting matchup.
I think this was simple.
Oh, Brian. So, what do you think? Okay, go ahead. Who do you think?
I went Anton Chigurh, but every time I see the name Vigo or just hear his name, I giggle because I just see that stupid.
it's Vigo. His name Janish, right? Something like that.
Janosch.
Yeah,
Janosch.
What? Are you
No,
doing?
no, no.
Slides are available in the gift shop.
He's missing his kitten.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is. I know Kevin and I were.
I bet the
all-
women
all
like it.
about,
The men too. About the animals. The animals like you also.
Kevin and I were all about Anton on this
Yeah.
one last
So
time.
have you actually seen this movie yet or no?
No.
God damn it.
No, it's so good. It's very good.
All right. Well, if you have it also, I had Anton Chigurh
Yeah,
also. It's one of my
it's-
favorite movies.
Second one,
But-
we all had Anton versus Vigo. Vigo, you tried it.
I actually think I had Anton losing in the first round the last time we did. I don't remember what his matchup was, but it was tough. But
yes, I think you did. I think I was the only one that went with
Yeah.
him.
I
and
think
stuff
he
like
was.
That, so.
I think he was against Bill the Butcher or something like that.
it was something like that where it was
Yeah.
a tough matchup. But against Vigo, even though Ghostbusters 2 was great also, but I it's one of my favorite movies. I went with Anton Chigurh.
Yeah, Anton Sugar had it. Was what moves on. Okay, Predator and Tong Po.
I thought this was simple.
Yeah, this was an easy one.
Yeah.
It's incredible. The first time we had the bracket, we didn't even have Predator in it.
Yeah.
what a gross overstatement or oversight, I should say, by us.
He's on the poster and on the website and on the social media. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know what happened. That was definitely my bad. And yes, Predator moves on. Tong Po, you're a great fucking villain, fantastic fighter, but you're not beating the Predator.
Now, if it was Chong Li, maybe we're talking there. I still say Bloodsport's the superior movie,
Yeah, I agree on that.
but Predator probably still wins then anyway.
All right, Sauron versus Hans Landa. Hello, Hans.
Another tough one.
You
in
can
my
pretty much
opinion.
guess what I would on this one because fuck Lord of the Rings. And I think last time I said
Yeah.
fuck
yeah.
you, Sauron.
Yeah, I think the reason, like Sauron, like the character itself is cool, but it's just an eye. Like he's really not doing anything. It's everybody else doing his dirty work for him.
Yeah.
So I mean, I went Hans Landa. He was just great in the movie. He was.
Yep, I went Hans. Sauron, you're like communism. In theory, you sound good. You didn't even show up to anything. You were just an eye.
It was probably
So-
great a long time ago, but
Yeah.
that's the whole thing. I mentioned it the last time because I think I had Sauron out in the first round against
It was,
a comedic character the last time.
Was it? Or was it Magneto? I think he went against Magneto.
Oh, right, that's what it was. And
That's
then I
right.
had him losing the next round
Yeah.
after. But it doesn't matter. Anyway, with Sauron, when the Rings of Power eventually comes out, maybe we'll see why he was so cool.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
No.
in most of the Lord of the Rings movies, not really. I don't even know who you would say the villain is in Lord of the Rings. Probably the Saruman or just like the Nazgul or something like that. I don't know what you would say is the
Or
real villain. The fucking orc commander, maybe?
the other wizard dude.
Yeah, Saruman.
That's him. Sauron.
Yeah,
I don't give
there's
a fuck.
Sauron and
So, yeah.
Saruman, yeah.
You could make a
That's
case for.
right.
You could even make a case for the ring being the.
Oh, the villain too, yeah. But
Because everyone's
anyway, we all agree
realistically-
that Sauron is small potatoes compared to everything else going on. We got bigger fish to fry right now. Yeah, I went Hans Landa, and it's weird that he's just like, if you just look at Christoph Waltz, he's just like a little like kind of like just I don't want to say dorky, but he's like an unassuming looking kind of guy. But from the first scene in that movie, the way he's just fucking terrifying the entire
Mhm.
way.
Yeah, inside the house. and
That
everything.
first scene in the house with the people under the floorboards.
Maybe it's just the voice.
incredible.
I don't know.
That's
but-
true. But he's just like calm and just whatever the whole time.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know. I love Hans Landa too.
Yeah,
so I
he
went
brings
with him.
a creepy fact. Like I don't know if creepy's the right word, but just the way maybe chilling.
I would say chilling's a good word for
Yeah,
that.
chilling without a doubt is probably the better to address him as. All right, moving on. Hans moves on, and now we got Pennywise versus Coach Kilmer. I like this matchup because it's
I thought this was a tough one.
complete. Yeah, without a doubt, it's complete. You never ever expect these two come together in life. I wonder, like some sort of tornado brings both worlds together, and next you have Coach Kilmer versus Pennywise.
Would he go down the sewer if there was footballs down there?
They all
to
float
catch his
down
next
there.
championship
Yeah.
that's going on. So.
Billy
got
Bob,
20
you fat
division
fucking
titles.
baby.
I feel like more people would go for Pennywise in this as opposed to like the general populace compared to Coach Kilmer, but I think he's like not understood as much as Pennywise. So with that, Shane went with Pennywise. All right, and Nick also went with Pennywise. So that's 2 for there. All right.
Well, I could tell you I'm gonna make it 3, but it was close for me.
It was
went-
close for me. I went Pennywise also.
Really?
Yep.
Oof, I'm the only one that went with Coach Kilmer.
I'm going with Pennywise just for the gif of him dancing like an idiot, basically. He's got the hands down between his legs, just bouncing up and down.
Nice.
Let's go to the chat, and the chat says Pennywise as well. All right. So
He was creepy. Both of them were.
He
like,
were without a
The
doubt.
original one and
Yeah,
the
Tim
guy.
Curry.
I
and
can't
then-
remember the guy's name in the most recent one. Oh, it's bothering me. I can't remember his name, but whatever.
In
He's
the latest,
yeah.
stuff like that. So, I would have to say
some German name that I can't remember
know,
the guy's
like-
name, but
Pennywise kills you right then and there. But Coach Kilmer, he fucking uses you. From
state titles live forever,
State-
baby.
Yeah, all that, and then he's shooting you up with fucking whatever that needle was to get you going to win.
Fucking
and,
horse
and then
tranquilizers.
fucking and then discard you, and you're not gonna make the fucking college. There goes the NFL, and you're done for the rest of your life.
He was doing like psychological warfare on them too. Like he was.
Racist, doesn't like his black players. He's not let him run it in for a touchdown.
We'll see. All right, so that's that round.
Am I wrong? That is the plot point from the movie, right? Isn't the running back saying that he's intentionally not letting him score touchdowns?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep, without a doubt.
You guys looked at me weird. I'm
No,
like,
no,
is it
no,
because
no,
I
no,
mentioned
no.
racism? I'm
No,
sorry.
No. Dude was a complete racist. Plain and simple. He was from Texas, from the South, old white man back in the day. Yeah, this took place in the 90s. He grew up in like the 50s. Yeah, he's a fucking racist. Hands down. So, all right, moving on. Back to the heroes now. What an interesting matchup. Again.
When I saw this on the bracket, I was like, is this a mistake to have these two against each other?
I was gonna change it once I saw it. I was like, no.
I'm actually kind of happy. It's we get them knocked. One of them.
Yeah, we
gets
can
knocked
get
out.
the franchise over with quickly.
That's right. We don't want them coming on there. So Luke Skywalker versus Obi-Wan Kenobi. All right, I went Obi-Wan.
I went Obi-Wan because Luke's a pussy.
Yeah, he's a whiny bitch. He shoots swamp rats. That's all.
He's always crying about something.
Uh-huh. He becomes cool later on in the books, in the comics. Not so much in the latest movies.
I actually liked him in the latest movies.
Nobody reads books. Books are for nerds.
I liked him. I liked him in like 7, 8, 9, or 8 and 9.
He was way cooler in the books.
I'm sure he was, but I'm just saying he wasn't a pussy like he was in 1, 2, 3, or no 4, 5, 6.
Yep. Jay Weez in chat says Luke is a pussy. So yes, he agrees with us. I'm assuming Obi-Wan's moving on. So we got Obi-Wan, and Kev, what'd you go with?
If we're not going to go drama to their sheets, I have Obi-Wan also. So and with the exact same
So
reasoning
that's
that Luke's a goddamn crybaby.
Yeah. And it looks like, the only person who went with Luke was Nick. Interesting.
Huh.
Interesting. All right. Iron Man versus the McManus brothers. I like this matchup for a lot of reasons. Just to watch them explain the Metal Man. I don't know how that... just seeing them and stuff like that. And what dumb luck they'd be able to get in order to overtake Iron Man. But I don't think they have that enough of a dumb luck. Maybe they had their father in there.
El Duce.
El Duce. They might be able to beat Iron Man, but I'm sorry, McManus brothers. You're not making it past the first round for me. Iron Man is going to move on. So
I have a feeling Shane went McManus brothers.
all right, let's go to Shane. Let's see what Shane did. Did Shane go McManus? Yep. You're right. Shane McManus brothers. So
What did Nick go with?
let's see. Let's move on to Nick. Nick, Iron Man. All right, gentlemen. What we got?
As much as I love Boondock Saints, I went Iron Man.
Yeah.
This was a tough one for me. I had Iron Man as a first round exit, whoever he went against the last time, and I think I said that I've never been a big Iron Man fan in general.
Oh, he went against Superman last time.
Yeah, so I had
That's right.
Superman then, yeah. But even with that, I still give Iron Man the edge over the McManus brothers. So I went Iron Man. Still cool enough. I guess he has the most interesting. I don't know if he has the most interesting character arc overall. The first series of Avenger movies, but it's got to be up there. Captain America's still probably number one.
Yes.
But Iron Man's probably the next after all of them.
Mm-hmm.
So he's the one that actually makes. Spoiler alert! He's the one that actually makes the sacrifice at the end. Of Endgame.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert!
Spoiler. Oh, God forbid. Oh, fuck this up.
Anyway,
All right.
so I went Iron Man. Yeah.
This one, probably one of my favorite matches of the heroes. John Wick versus Batman.
Oh, wait, no, you skipped one.
Yeah.
Did I
you
skip
missed
that?
one,
Oh,
yeah.
excuse me. I'm sorry. That's why I was so excited for the next one.
I looked at it. I was like, this isn't that interesting.
That's
Still
why
good,
I was
but not
very
as
excited.
interesting.
That's why I went.
You are correct.
I
That
skipped
the
the
next one is a good one,
Yeah.
but we missed one.
All right. Excuse me. I skipped one. King Leonidas versus Kurt Sloan. Leonidas.
Yeah, I went Leonidas.
Fucking Sparta. This is it. We're going for that without a doubt. He's
Such a
moving on.
badass character.
And Nick Shane, same thing.
Yeah,
Kev?
I had Leonidas also.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
we'll
without
make
a
it
doubt.
Clean
that.
sweep. It had to be.
Yep, moving on. We're never going to bother going there. John Wick, Batman. Now on to the real matchup. This is definitely...
This one, as soon as I had to eliminate someone, it was painful.
Yeah, this is a
This
final
is a tough
four.
beat.
This is a final
And
four.
if I end up not being right on this with who I picked, I'm not going to care because whoever moves on, moves on.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Nick first. Nick went Batman. Shane. John Wick.
Wow.
That I was actually going to stop you. Like, it's not going to be interesting if you do that because he hates the John Wick
Yeah.
movies. But he still went John Wick anyway. Wow.
Yeah, I'm right here. John Wick for Shane.
Good for Shane.
Wow.
Yeah.
Coming through.
I think we convinced him.
I wonder if he thinks Batman's a crybaby. I don't know. My parents are dead. My girlfriend died.
Where's Shane?
Where's Rachel?
I see. Brian, I feel like this is a very tough one for you.
It was tough, but in the long run, I went John Wick.
Oh.
I had to.
Oof.
Oof.
I had to go John Wick. That's my guy.
All right, well, we're going to make Jay break the tie then because I did go Batman.
Oh.
So it's 2-2 going to Jay. Like I said, if you ended up taking John Wick, I'm not going to be mad. But Batman was like, childhood, one of the best superheroes growing up. John Wick is obviously a lot more recent and cool as shit also. I just gave Batman the nod for the staying power, I guess.
I'll tell you.
Every iteration of Batman is basically cool except for Ben Affleck. But
Yes.
but I went Batman.
I'll tell you, as I said the last time, the Batman, the latest movie that's out with Rob Pattinson, phenomenal. Everyone needs to watch it.
Still need to see it. I will.
If he was in this, my vote would be that way. But John Wick. Is moving
wow.
on.
All right.
Yes. It pains me as much as
That's
I'm a huge
a
comic
bracket
fan.
buster for me, but you know what? it happens.
Oh shit!
I mean, Batman's cool, so I had him moving a little bit further. But you know what? If John Wick is there, it is what it is. That's fine.
Okay, and so next one, moving on.
I feel like this guy.
Stanley Goodspeed versus William Wallace. This one might have been like a pretty easy one. I think.
William Wallace,
Without-
hands down.
I agree. William Wallace.
William Wallace.
Nick?
Stanley Goodspeed's not the hero in The Rock.
The island actually is. It's interesting. Alcatraz was the hero in this entire thing.
Ed Harris not going through that originally is more of a hero than fucking crybaby. Another person who's a crybaby, Stanley Goodspeed.
Sean Connery is a hero.
Sean Connery is the hero of the movie. Yeah.
John Mason.
Maybe we should put him in there or something like that. All right, so William Wallace moves on. Now, Spider-Man versus Superman.
This was a tough one.
Was it really? Really?
It was definitely it's the two flagship. This has to be the two flagship superheroes for both Marvel and DC, right? Has to be.
Yeah, I think Spider-Man may inch every now. It depends what's going on.
Yeah, and
But
Superman I think does probably just barely edge out Batman. Probably.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So
it's close, but I think it was tough for me also.
nope, I went Spider-Man. Superman. The comic books are fantastic. Actually, they're not even that good. It's very tough to write for
The Death of
a
Superman
god.
series was really cool.
Yes, that was
Against
good.
what was it, the bag was like Apocalypse or something like that was his name? I can't
I'm-
remember.
I'm not-
Armageddon? Is that his name?
No, god damn it.
Something like that. Starts with an A, I think. Doesn't whatever.
I'm not going to be upset with whoever wins out of this, but I went Superman.
I am gonna be upset.
Oh, all right.
All right, Kev.
Well, then make it interesting. I also have Spider-Man like Jay.
Oof.
Again, it's tough, but
Yeah, I could.
I mentioned the last podcast. We would go to the comic book store at the Freehold Mall, and I would always get the Web of Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, and just Spider-Man is the other comics. I was a big Spider-Man fan growing up, so
We'll see. All right, Nick, Superman,
Oh, it's
Uh-oh.
up to
Here we go.
Shane now.
Shane, Superman.
wow. My childhood is crushed, and
I
I,
know
hate
it's
all
mine.
of you.
Me too. We're on the same page, bro. Fuck you and your stupid red cape.
You know what? Now I am mad. I wasn't mad about the whole Batman not moving on, but this is bullshit here.
This is disgusting. I'm disgusted with all of you.
Oh man.
Let's fuck this audio up and do another redrafting.
We're gonna keep redrafting this until Spider-Man makes the Elite Eight.
Yeah. All right, T800, the Terminator versus Maximus. Fuck.
This was a tough one.
This is
Tough one.
another good matchup.
But I'm
going
gonna do this because I'm saying goodbye to T800. I'm going Maximus.
Oh,
You could have also done the thumbs down.
Yeah, all right. So maybe we should watch it on the when we eventually get a camera going on. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Brian just gave the sign for. Get ready.
Fuck! I broke something again.
Yeah. No. That's Brian looking through the beer fridge. You got some more beers going on. So Brian went with Maximus. Now, Nick will back Brian up in this and also go with Maximus. Shane will not. So 2 now in the Maximus column and 1 in the T800 column. Kevin.
So I'm gonna make you break the tie because I have T800.
Oof. T800.
So again, I love the Terminator movies. Gladiator
Thank you,
is
sir.
a movie that I was late getting to for seeing it because I was protesting it because I was a dumb kid. I was making a dumb statement about not wanting to see it.
So what was the reason why you went on?
It was called the must-see movie of the year, and I was like, well, I'm not going to watch it then. I don't have to do anything.
Oh,
That was my reasoning.
that
That
was
was my
it?
entire reasoning.
that was okay.
I was like, they say I have to watch it. Well, fuck those guys. I'll show them.
Yeah.
I'll be just fine without it.
Yeah, you angst motherfucker.
I probably didn't see the movie Edgelord. Probably didn't see the movie until like 5 years later.
You were the
probably.
dudes in fucking South Park over there going. I'm not conforming. I'm not conforming.
They
to
also
that.
bring up Gladiator and This Is the End
Where?
when they're getting ready to, before they get to the water.
Oh.
It's just not Jonah Hill. It's Seth Rogen and Jay Baruchel, and he's like, "Remember when I gave you $20 gift card to Taco Bell, and how much you could eat at Taco Bell for $20?" He's like, "Yeah, it was like infinite amount of food." And then we watched, then we went to go see Gladiator, and you sharded. He's like, "I know, I sharded when the Tigers came out. It scared me."
Yep.
For that reason alone, you had to put it in.
Oh God. I see. All right. So T800 there, and I'm sorry, Maximus. The rest of your family's dead. You ain't making it past the first round.
Oh, that hurts.
Yeah, it's very tough. I wish he was somewhere else. Maybe.
So Maximus does have much better quotes than the T800. Hasta la
Yes.
Vista, not really that good.
Yeah, no.
that's pretty much.
I'll be
it.
back, okay, but still,
Maximus has one of the greatest, like,
I
30 seconds. Like,
I can't remember that. Well, he has the one speech before the one battle scene, but the one where he first meets, what is the fucking king's name or the emperor, whatever is.
Caesar?
Is it? Oh yeah, whichever. I mean, whatever Caesar it was, but the whole, father to a murdered son,
yeah,
husband to a, and I will know vengeance in this life for the next.
Yeah.
I'm gonna remember.
Phenomenal.
I'm gonna remember.
I
his
can't
name.
remember.
I don't think-
It's something Caesar, but I don't remember which Caesar it was.
Yeah, I don't think
but-
anyone I can actually quote from start to end on that one. They'll just go like paraphrase it.
Yeah, everyone knows the general gist.
Yeah.
We got the Cliff Notes version. It's fine.
Okay, so next one.
So T800 moves on.
T800
though, right?
moves
Okay.
on. He moves on that one. Very nice. John McClane versus Ghostbusters. This is a nice one.
I'm gonna open up the voting on this one. I went Ghostbusters actually.
Yeah.
It was tough.
Whoa, thanks, Kev.
It was-
I went Ghostbusters.
Oh, all right. This is another tough one because I love Die Hard, but I whatever the whole make them laugh thing. There's 4 Ghostbusters. There's only one John McClane. So I went Ghostbusters.
Get your damn Hobbit
it's-
feet out of here, John McClane.
Fucking gripping the carpet after his flight, whatever. He didn't even know to do that. He had to be taught that. It's not even. It's not natural knowledge for
I
him.
see. All right.
Ghostbusters don't have to be taught anything. They got Egon. He's smart as shit. He knows his stuff.
I'm gonna put this all on Shane because Shane's gonna be the one.
No, so you and Nick both have John
No,
McClane.
I'm not gonna say what
Oh,
either of us
all right.
have, but I'm gonna let Shane's gonna decide this because I want you guys to think of what do you think Shane would pick on this one? John McClane. He has the Christmas ornament up on his Christmas tree.
I feel like he's got to go McClane, but for some reason he's.
The back of my head, I have Ghostbusters. That's where I'm leaning for sure.
How well do we know our bro?
Well, you already know the answer.
our real
You're just
bro.
cheating. You're making it look
I-
like I know Shane so well. The answer's in front of him.
It is. He's cheating.
I honestly feel like it should be McClane, but he does love Ghostbusters though.
All right.
I'm gonna go with Kev. I'm gonna side with going Ghostbusters with him.
Yeah. I'm very hurt by this answer. I thought he would be with me on this, but he is not.
You went Ghostbusters.
He
huh?
went Ghostbusters.
We got him.
and Nick went Ghostbusters. So I'm the only one with John McClane on this. It's upsetting. I thought it would be.
Listen, there were some tough bracket matchups. What can you do?
Yep. There were. So, all right. So that bracket finishes now. Let's finish the last Villains one. Let's get to it. Fucking Voldemort versus Jigsaw.
I thought this was easy.
Yeah.
This
Fuck
was easy
Harry
for me.
Potter, Jigsaw.
Yep, I'm the same way. Jigsaw, see you later.
I went Jigsaw also. I made a joke last time that I've never seen a Harry Potter movie, but I still went with Voldemort because every now and then when you're filling out a sweet NCAA tournament bracket, you pick teams you never saw play. But I'm not doing that this time because fuck Voldemort also. I went Jigsaw.
I saw the first Harry Potter. I was like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
You came to another one with
and
me.
I came to another one. I
and
fell
you
asleep.
fell asleep during it.
And I was like,
Yeah,
nope.
it was my the girl I graduated high school with, Jess. She loved it, and
I was
I
like,
remember she's like, I'm like, this one fucking blows too, and Brian's just like,
My parents
fucking assed out.
My parents love Harry Potter, and every now and then I go home, they'll be watching the movie, and I make it a point to just sit there and not pay attention at all. I'm like, nope, I'm not interested. I have no idea. They're watching like whatever the fifth or sixth. I was like, guys, I have no fucking clue what's going on. I don't need to see anything. I don't care.
The entire
I was like,
series.
I can't get into this. I'm done. I don't even know why I watched the first one.
Apparently, I mentioned this before. I'm apparently the only person that got past like the first two Jigsaw movies. I only got to movie 3.
Yeah,
The first Jigsaw movie, or the first Saw movie, I should say, is really cool. The second one was good too. The third one was where like, all right, now it's getting a little bit stupid. They ran out of good
I'm not
ideas.
big into horror movies, so I'm just like, it was like whatever. I watched it. I'm like, eh.
So, Nick and Shane both went Voldemort on this one. So there's
so
2
you're,
for 2 right
so
now.
you're breaking the tie.
I'm
then.
breaking the tie, but you can obviously tell from
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
conversation
we know that you don't
where
like
we're
it.
going there. So fucking him and his no-nose.
Just interesting 'cause you
motherfucker.
brought
How
it
does he
up.
smell? How does he smell? Plain and simple. How does he smell? He has no nose.
He's got COVID. He can't smell anything.
he's the OG of COVID.
You know, I'm just looking at this. You know, you just mentioned that you don't like. I do love horror movies. We could have had them. I just popped in my head. We could have had Jason and Freddy Krueger here also.
Yeah.
So I guess Jigsaw moves on to the next round in honor of all the other horror movies.
Yeah, with this other Pennywise and there's Pennywise.
Oh,
I think,
Pennywise too.
was
yeah,
there,
you're
but
right,
I
yeah.
felt like we don't want to have too much horror. That's
fine.
there.
I got you.
Because those guys, their recent movies were fucking.
God damn
horrible.
it, Jay! We need to redo the bracket again.
All right, let's just fucking-
do it again next
Oh,
week. We'll
oh
never
my
be
God,
done
is that
with
audio
this.
scratching? You gotta redo it all again. Let's go, Spider-Man. All right. So Khan and the Joker. This one upset me a lot because two great characters. I felt I wanted them to be separate. I know I had Khan moving on where he wasn't the last time, and Joker moving on, but for me, the Joker, wins this one. So,
I'm going Joker as well.
Joker.
Joker is one of the most iconic villains in general. It's why his role, when it comes up in movies, is like so debated and argued about because they want the best person to do it. So
Yes. Shane went. Shane also went Joker. Nick actually went Khan on this one.
Wow.
Yeah, I can
that's
see
kind
him
of like my dad loves Star Trek, and Khan's the villain in one movie. Well, I'm sorry, in one of the original like big movies. I haven't really been that big in the newer ones, so I don't know if
The
he
new
comes
ones are
back
good.
or anything.
Yeah.
but-
He's in the second
I
one.
like
the villain.
okay, all right.
Yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, Benedict.
Oh, okay.
Cumberbatch. Doctor Strange is Khan.
Yeah, I know
So-
who Benedict Cumberbatch. I know who Benedict Cumberbatch
Sherlock
is.
Holmes.
So.
You remember that stuff like that? He also was there. So yes, he was that one. So Joker moves on. Thanos, Magneto.
I thought this was a tough matchup.
Not for me. I know who I like. That's the door creaking about. It's not a sound effect. That's my wife taking our dog out. She texted me earlier. I said, yeah, sure, I'll do it when we take a break. We haven't taken a break yet. This is way more important than a dog pissing in the house. Because we got Thanos versus Magneto, gentlemen.
Yes.
Thanos versus Magneto. We
You
got
say
the
that until you
snap.
get yelled at later, and then it won't be a good decision.
It won't be. I'll immediately regret it, like the milk.
I
was a
thought it was
bad
a tough
choice.
matchup, but I did in the long run go with Thanos. I just love the way what's his name plays the character and how he was, and like I said before,
Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin, he wins. He's one of the few villains that wins.
Yeah, him and Vader win. Oh, Vader the Emperor.
Does Thanos win? Everything he does gets undone.
But he does win for at least one movie.
It's
No, that
fucking,
is true.
It's the
Okay.
Empire Strikes Back right there. He fucking won.
Yeah.
Infinity War, he wins. That's
So-
all him. So Nick is gonna go.
Where did that bring you? Back to me.
Yeah. You know what? Nick is gonna challenge you and go with Magneto.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he goes with Magneto on that one there. So, but Shane,
He's full of all surprises, huh?
yeah, but Shane goes Thanos. He's all about the snap. Kevin.
Well, I'm ending it then. It was a tough one, but not that tough. I think Thanos is a lot cooler.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I get it. It was tough, but I was
The whole and the way that they set the whole character up without people knew but didn't know where it was going with all the hints from all the different Infinity Stones for all the movie. But the fact that they had the whole thing planned out so far in advance,
I agree.
it helped develop his character the entire way. And when he finally shows up, I made the mistake last time. What movie does he have the end credit scene in again? It wasn't Guardians of the Galaxy. It was a different one.
Oh,
That was First Avengers.
First
the
Avengers.
first Avengers
He said,
one,
I'll
yeah.
do it myself.
Yeah.
So, and it wasn't even.
In Guardians of the Galaxy, he just appears when he's talking to Ronan, right? Real quickly.
I think
Yes.
so.
Yeah.
It's.
But and then it wasn't even Josh Brolin.
Because he gives him,
No, it wasn't
he
Josh
gives him
Brolin
the
yet. He
he
was
gives him the
casted.
Power Stone.
yeah,
Uh-huh.
from the Collector or whatever. But anyway, I went Thanos. Magneto's okay. A very good. Is he one of the better Marvel ones aside from Thanos? I guess
Villains.
he's one of the big name ones aside from him,
I
like
would
Doctor
think so.
Doom.
Yes.
Yeah,
So the best villains are, if they were to do Doctor Doom, he's probably the best.
that's why people are
fucking
thinking that
villain.
at least they're hoping he's going to somehow be involved in
I would
this.
Eventually
he's been done.
series, yeah.
He's been awesome in the
Yeah.
comics. He's probably my favorite villain overall.
And he got arrested by the cops in one comic. Just Doctor Doom in handcuffs.
Yeah,
Come
yeah.
on now.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. The Emperor versus David Lopan. I love you, Lopan. Fucking love. Shut up, Mr. Barton. Oh, that old fucker, new girl with green eyes and stuff like that. And so, who do you think Shane went with in this one?
I think he's got to go
Lopan.
Lopan.
Yeah. All right, so we'll save that for later.
I went the Emperor.
You want the Emperor?
Yeah.
I kind of want to change my decision now.
I'm actually I have who I voted for, but I'm thinking about this one also.
Because now, like, I'm thinking about it more. Because I'm just laughing about Lopan. You know what? Fuck it. I'm changing mine to the Lopan. I had the Emperor, but you know what? I'm changing it right now. I don't care about the rules. I make the rules. I'm the host. I can change whatever I want. I'm just laughing about Lopan.
We're gonna do this whole bracket, and then when we're done, he's like, "No, Captain America won. I don't even care."
Yeah. You guys weren't there. All right.
Who cares about the audio?
Yeah. Shane went Emperor.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, Shane did go the Emperor.
all right.
Yeah, and so did Nick.
So that's
I-
three
I-
for the
I
Emperor.
went the
That's three for
Emperor.
you. Everyone went for the Emperor.
It was a tough one. I wanted
Yeah.
to go Lopan, but I couldn't go against the Emperor, even though I think I said he sucked in the last episode. Whoever he went against, but
yeah
whatever.
against Ray.
Was that who it was?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, the
Well,
most recent one.
and Kylo
Rise
Ren.
of Skywalker, I think it was. And
He won against both of them.
that's true. He went against his granddaughter, or his granddaughter's boyfriend, or friends with benefits. They really didn't bang, so I don't know what they were.
She wanted to if you were if he was
Future friends
banging.
with benefits, so FFWB. I don't know how it works out, stuff like that. So, all right. This
This was a tough one.
This is one of my favorite matchups on the villains. Alonzo Harris versus Hans Gruber. Two fantastic everyday villains. That's it. There's no powers. There's nothing. They just got money.
Smarts.
Everyday guys doing terrible shit.
Yeah. Like one hides behind the badge. The other one just got some fucking Russian money. Was he or German or something like that? He got some sort of Eastern European money behind, a little bit behind.
Pretty
him.
sure it's German.
back-
I
I
think they
think
say
it's
that
German.
in Die Hard 3. They
Yeah,
say
I think he's German.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's German. So he got some Nazis in possibly some Nazi money from them from stealing all that shit back in the day. Ah, fuck me, man. This was hard. I spent 7 minutes on this one.
I'm
deciding-
sitting here looking at who I voted for, and I like my vote because I'm going to like whichever way I go
Yeah.
with this
Yes.
one.
I don't
But
think you're wrong
I'm
on
still
either one.
I'm still trying to figure out if that's the way I want to go.
You still want to? You want to
But
wait? You want to wait till everyone says?
so
You
I'll go
challenge?
first then. I have Alonzo Harris. I went with
Okay.
him first.
Oh,
It was
I like
tough,
that.
but I would say I might get yelled at for saying this. I say Training Day is a better overall movie than Die Hard,
I agree.
and I'm not saying Die Hard's a bad movie because I love Die Hard too. But Training Day is great.
So which was a better
Denzel is
Christmas
great.
movie, Die Hard or Training Day?
Well, the better Christmas movie, Die Hard, which is a Christmas movie, is obviously
Yeah,
the better
I thought
Christmas.
so. I thought so.
Is there any Christmas references in Training Day at all?
No,
Probably not. Maybe
no.
when he brings the gifts to that Mexican house. It's probably the only gift giving that you see in the movie, I guess. Anyway, plus Denzel's cool as shit. I mean, Alan Rickman's cool as shit too. This was just tough. But yeah, I went with Alonzo Harris. So that's where I went.
I like that.
I'm sitting here trying to think of a way to defend it, and it's tough because everything I keep saying about Hans Gruber is going to make him sound cool too. So
Brian.
I just switched my vote. Now I'm going Alonzo.
Oh
right.
my goodness, Jesus!
can I make a
Christ.
dumb point? Do we think we haven't talked about the movie before? Is Simon Gruber a better villain than Hans Gruber?
And Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Yeah. I kind of. It's
so.
tough.
I like him.
I'd have to think
Jeremy
about
Irons,
it. Yeah,
right?
Jeremy Irons. Yeah.
I thought so.
I kind of
I think he's
so.
pretty. Yeah. So
You think
it just popped in my head now thinking
he's
about.
the better
this.
Gruber?
I think so.
Was he the older
yeah.
brother or the younger brother?
And I love the
Definitely
whole.
younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the younger brother, and I love the whole riddle aspect of the movie.
Yeah.
He basically is tough enough to do shit on his own.
Does Samuel L. Jackson make him better?
Samuel Jackson's pretty great in that movie too.
Yeah.
Die Hard 3 is really good.
That's the best. That's the
He
best
said,
Die Hard
"Hey,
movie.
Zeus,
not Jesus.
not hey Zeus, shove a lightning bolt up your ass." Okay.
That's the best Die Hard movie, and I don't even think that's a question.
Do you have an aspirin? I have a bad fucking headache.
Okay, so 2 for 2. Alonzo.
You know what? I'm gonna
Yeah.
use. I'm gonna use that as my justification. And again, if it ends up not being right, fine. But I'll
Listen,
go with.
Jesus
If Hans ends up winning this,
I won't be mad.
Yeah, no.
So obviously Shane, though did not go McClane, went Hans Gruber.
Okay.
I went Hans Gruber.
So we'll make
Up
Nick
to
break
Nick.
the tie.
We're gonna be with Nick.
Nick's going Hans Gruber.
You think Nick's going Hans
That's
Gruber?
my guess.
Well, you're right, sir. You're right. Enjoy your beer.
I will. I will enjoy my tasty beverage.
So Hans Gruber does move on, though. Alonzo Harris. If we can resurrect you later on and replace someone, maybe we'll make some rule up and do it. It's our fucking tournament. We can do whatever the fuck we
We're
want.
gonna see something just like we added Predator in the middle of the last one. Like, oh, Predator's not here. Fuck it. He's in the Sweet 16 anyway.
Just replace him with someone else, like fucking, like I don't know. All right, next one. Where we at? Hannibal Lecter and Ernie McCracken. God damn it!
So this was a tough one.
This as much as I know because it's so fucking. God, I love fucking Ernie McCracken.
So I'm going to start, even though I was the one who actually suggested Lecter for the bracket. I went with Ernie McCracken anyway because I fucking
Wow.
love Kingpin too.
Wow.
And it's tough. And you know what? I'm going to steal Jay's line. If you make me laugh, you're good to go. I said I was sorry. I meant it. Like I said, this is a tough one, and again, it's one where if I'm wrong, I really don't care.
Listen,
but I'm giving Ernie McCracken a shout out. He didn't want to lose to a guy with a hook.
He's gonna
He'll
win a lot of
and you
political
know what?
offices.
And you know what? If he loses bracket, I know exactly where he'll be in 1103.
Nice. So I love Ernie McCracken. I love the movie Kingpin, but I just had to go Lecter because I just feel like when he's got that like face covering on, man, it's just like one of those things like you'll never forget, and it's just like this dude's fucking nuts, man, and you know he's like, oh, with a nice side of Chianti, you know, it's just like he's just fucking psychopath, like, but smart.
Okay.
Another guy, when you say, I mean, it's not a horror movie, but he's a chilling character also. He's
Yeah.
just so cool and calm and collected.
I
They
think
mentioned at
that's
the one
what
point-
makes it like worse.
Yeah.
because he's just like so in control and knows everything. And he's
I
just
mentioned it the last time we did this also because I think I had him moving on the last time, but unfortunately he has a different matchup now. But when in the
Yes.
movie they mentioned when he bites the nurse's tongue off when they were like introducing the character, he's like he ripped her face off and his pulse never went above like 60, and it's like just does whatever the fuck he wants and just doesn't care. Absolute psychopath.
Yeah.
And smart as hell, knows exactly what he's doing the
Yeah.
entire time.
Yeah, definitely. He's motherfucking.
But I'm
insane.
still saying you can take that goddamn perfume and go wash it off before you come back to this table. I'm still staying wearing McCracken.
As well.
You want to do me a favor? You want to wash that off before you come back?
Yeah,
here?
before we come back. You know what? Why don't you finish your?
Why don't you go eat that in the
Go
car?
to the car before you talk to me.
Hi. Not you.
Not you, yeah.
You don't got to read them to sell them.
I can just see. All right, before we go. All right, moving on. So, Nick went Hannibal Lecter as well.
All right, it's 2-1 Lecter.
2-1 Lecter.
Shane had to go Ernie McCracken with me, right?
So Shane went McCracken.
There we go. We're 2-2,
So-
so Jay's breaking the tie.
I tell you what. Yeah, and I actually changed my vote on this one like there. So, as much as I've been laughing on this one, I originally had a Hannibal Lecter, but I'm going McCracken.
Oh, there we go. He's a convert. There you go.
I can just see Ernie McCracken.
I'm not upset about it.
Ernie McCracken with his fucking rose bowling ball pummeling fucking Hannibal Lecter going. And the hair. And with the hair to there, stuff like that. And the whole entire bowling ball outfit, the professional
You'll
outfit.
pick up that spare when my hair starts falling out.
That's a 6, 7, 10.
Ugh. So
Every bowler has to learn a valuable lesson. And that bowler is you.
So I want to skip this next matchup before we move on because the next one's gonna be a little bit quick. I want to end this bracket with like some controversy. So let's skip
Definitely.
Vader Smith. And we're gonna move on to Saddam Hussein versus Biff Tannen. Come on, guys. Come on, guys.
Come on, guys.
Nah.
I could change.
Come back to bed. Yeah.
All right.
The psych. I remember when I
Alright.
saw this movie in the movie theater. The psych gag of him pulling the dildo between the covers and doing it again. Hey, that's another one. People were just fucking dying the whole time. So anyway, I have Saddam Hussein. I'm sorry, Biff Tannen,
Yeah.
but I know you hate manure, but it's
Yeah.
it's too bad.
Yeah.
I had Biff.
Oh wow!
No.
All right, I thought this was going to be an easy one.
No,
where
I have Saddam.
Okay.
That just reinforced my decision of the dildo scene.
Yeah.
What does Shane and Nick have?
So, holy
Oh,
shit.
all right, this is going to be interesting.
So Nick went. I'm sorry, Shane. Make sure I'm right file. Yep, Shane went Biff Tannen. So.
Listen, I love the South Park movie. You know I do.
So we're gonna make- so we're gonna make
yeah.
Nick
You
break the
like
tie?
every other week. You're like you give like a list of movies. You're like
South Park.
South Park is
South
always in there.
I feel like Nick had to have gone Saddam then because he's always been when we do the South Park movie, he wants to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he
this
does.
is where you're going to tell me that he took Biff Tannen, right?
No,
Oh, he went Saddam.
he went Saddam.
All right.
Saddam Hussein moves on. So, come on, guy. You know.
Come on, guy. Come on, guy.
All right, so now bring it on. Again, let's see. The chat says Saddam Hussein. Saddam, he had a great mustache. And that sold it. All right, now this matchup, probably the best matchup of all. How these motherfuckers got.
or the unfortunate matchup.
Yeah, the most unfortunate. Darth Vader versus Agent Smith. Two fantastic. Well, we can say the Star Wars probably.
I'm saying we said
had-
we can just do whatever we want. I'm just looking for what villain are we going to cross off and just put the loser in.
That's true.
for
That's
somewhere
true.
else.
I don't know.
I love both these villains,
Yes.
and man. So I guess I'll start off, but it was just. I don't think you're wrong with either one because they're two of the for me like the top 5 most iconic villains of all time.
Yep.
But I did end up going with Vader in the long run.
Okay. Got it. All right. Should we go move on to? Let's see. Should we go to Nick or Shane first? What do you think? So, I'm pretty sure Shane. We can probably pretty much guess he went. Like he's not really a Matrix guy.
I don't think of him as being
I
a
don't
Star
think he's
Wars
ever
guy
said-
either.
It's true. I don't think we've.
I was
actually-
going to say I would have guessed Shane for Agent Smith. If
I
I'm
think
wrong,
he-
I'm
I think
wrong.
he's going Vader. I think he's more a Star Wars guy than a Matrix.
Yeah, I think anyone can get.
You're looking at the
behind.
answer, Jay. You're a goddamn
I know,
cheater.
I'm just
I
saying-
think.
But I'm saying I think anyone can get behind a lightsaber. It's pretty fucking cool, as opposed to being in a computer program.
Your average retard is going to slice his own arm off with a lightsaber. What do you mean anyone can get behind one?
Well, yeah, they're like, yeah, I want one, but then pretty much everyone's gonna fucking cut themselves, whether it be a finger or an entire limb, is different stories.
Kylo Ren's got the one that has the goddamn guards on the side.
I
He has
thought-
to
that's
chop
even-
fingers off at
Oh,
some
that thing-
point. with
yeah,
that.
yeah,
That's
they'll
a goddamn safety
They'll
hazard right
fucking
there.
slide it up, next thing you know, their fucking entire.
Do the
hands-
Jedi have like an OSHA department to say, hey, you know what? That's probably not a good idea.
Yeah. Well,
Peter Griffin was able to use one.
Well,
He had the little.
yeah.
No, when they gave him the fruit basket.
yeah.
Yes. All right, so Shane went Vader. Nicholas. We miss you, Nick, by the way. We can't wait to see you in person. You come on this one. What's going on? Nick also went Vader.
So that's a sweet.
Yeah, I went Vader also.
Yeah.
It's again, I don't feel bad about the decision because I like Vader
Yeah.
anyway, but it sucks for Agent Smith. Didn't have a
It
good out
does.
of
I
conference
said
schedule.
this should have probably been a Final Four matchup.
Agent Smith had
Yeah.
a poor net ranking, so he was down in the rankings.
Yeah.
He got put up in a bad one.
Yeah.
When you were talking about the tough matchups, this is like a 1-2 or 2-3 matchup based on.
I would say
But,
Vader's
yeah.
definitely a 1 seed,
yes,
for
and this
sure.
bracket's 1 seed.
and realistically, like if you were to put him in the other bracket, I could see Agent Smith being the 1 seed in the other bracket. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, Vader's just more iconic, and he's.
Well, when we get to the Sweet 16, if we don't like someone, we'll just kick them out.
Well, who can
This is whose lines it anyway. We make the rules up as we go along. The
Who
points
can-
don't matter, and there's no rules. Whatever
who
it
can
is.
we resurrect and stuff like that? Okay, good. So, let's take a break here. It's very upsetting. So, Yeah. So Agent Smith, I'm sorry. I told you I had some surprises for you guys, or anything like that. So, let's take a break. We'll come back, and we'll finish to a certain point on this. It's gonna be real quick. I know we spent about about an hour on this right now, so we're not too much. We're gonna end the podcast. Then the next episode, we'll finish the entire thing and go.
We'll do the Sweet 16 on.
Yeah, and then we'll just bring someone back and say, you know what, you fucking won, because that's how we roll. All right, stay tuned.
smell what the Rock is cooking?
And we are back. Bill's Booze and Bros, a.k.a. RB2. Hope you guys liked that, enjoyed that. That's going on. That's going to be when we have our famous question here on our podcast. Can The Rock make this movie better? Obviously, there's no movie going on. We don't have any of The Rock's
Could The
villains.
Rock make this bracket better?
Can The Rock?
I guess the Scorpion King is the only thing he would really
he's
qualify
not,
for.
He's not
Yeah.
making the cut.
I was saying
one
if
bit.
he was, it's got to be his best
So.
villain or hero role. Probably the Scorpion King.
No. Once Black Adam comes out, and I want to say he's also, what's his character's name in Fast 5?
Hobbs?
I never,
Hobbs,
I
thank
never,
you.
yeah, I
Hobbs.
never got into the
Luke
Fast
Hobbs?
Five
Yeah,
movies, the
Luke
Fast
Hobbs. So
movies.
I'm assuming he's a hero in that one.
Or could you put him as a Dr. Bravestone?
Ooh, Dr.
Jumanji?
Bravestone. I'd rather go with that one. Yeah. You didn't like
He's
Ju-
at least a
Kevin-
real hero.
I'm just sitting
Oh,
here.
wait,
I'm
stop.
just sitting here shaking my head. I'm
Kevin
sorry. I
shaking his
hated the old Jumanji with Robin Williams was better. So
Oh,
that's
it was
the only reason
fantastic. But
why,
you know what? I enjoyed. It wasn't a remake. It was just a reinvention.
I know it's completely
The way
different. It wasn't a
they did
remake,
it
but
was
still,
good.
I
like
did
the way
not
they did
enjoy
it.
Jumanji. Yeah, I'm sorry.
You know what?
Whatever. I don't give. You know, you can hit that horn over and over again. I don't care.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm still going. If he was going to be here, Scorpion King is the best place he would be. Then
The Scorpion came for the
his
Rock?
best fitting for the
Jesus
villains one. That's what I'm
Christ.
going with. And I'm not even saying that was a good. That wasn't a great movie
It was
either.
like
but it's
unfortunately
the
some of the
best one
shitty-
he would probably fit into the
But it
bracket.
was
Is
some of the
all I'm
shittiest
saying.
CGI.
That's why I'm saying it wasn't great. But if he's gonna fit in somewhere, that's where it would be.
Unfortunately, like if you're gonna say Luke Hobbs, you would probably have to put Dominic Toretto before him, just because he's
Yeah.
been in all of them and he's a star. Vin Diesel.
Yeah, Vin Diesel.
But he's not a hero, though. How is Dominic Toretto?
Well,
a
that's why he's
hero?
on the bracket. We don't care.
They do save the world a bunch of times, like 3 times.
Until when? What movie?
Six,
did they say?
7, 8.
We're waiting until
So
it's Fast
after-
Furious where he crashes a car into an alien spaceship
6,
to
7,
save
8,
the
yeah.
fucking planet.
6,
That's
7, 8,
fast.
and now 9.
That's like fast. 9 was. Oh my god.
9 with John Cena.
I don't even want to get into fucking 9. It was
I just
so
saw
bad.
it the other day.
It was.
That's another one.
right,
like
all right,
I've seen
listen.
bits and pieces, but I never got into
All
the
right.
Fast and
You know
Furious
what? This is
movies
not
either.
even
I'm sorry.
close to what we're fucking even coming in with the heroes with films bracket. Let's just put those for this fucking side.
We have to respect the integrity of the bracket and get back to
So anyway, so let's move it back. So when we started the podcast, I started off with this.
If you smell what the Rock is cooking.
I had my daughters help me out, test this all new equipment, stuff like that. And so my oldest Lil is just going around without, if you smell, she like loves it. So it's great. So I'm very excited. She knows what, she's like,
Just got to teach her the eyebrow
yeah,
now.
yeah. Oh, imagine her doing the eye roll. She does the eye roll. She does the people's eye roll, and fantastic.
probably don't teach her the rock bottom though. Probably not good.
I would love to imagine her and my youngest daughter. I could see my youngest daughter rock bottom Lil though. My Ivy rock bottom. Anyway, that'd be great. Let's move on. Let's go to the. So we got a bunch of beers. As we rummaged through the fridge, we had Kev. Why don't you explain what Brian gave us the next one that's going on here? So,
All right, so the one we're working now is from Flying Fish, and it's called Stormy Skies. It's a New England IPA. This one I think is a little bit better than the last one we just did because
Yes.
it has a more
What-
distinct flavor to it. It's definitely hoppier, and it says it's double dry hopped with Citra and Mosaic, and then afterwards it says it has hints of pineapple and mango. I don't really taste it. For me, it's
Yeah,
definitely
that's a great-
You
hoppier,
do
but
get a citrus flavor,
but kind of
Yes,
weird. If you
yes.
smell it, I can kind of if you smell
Yes.
what the rock is cooking,
Yeah,
I
if
can
you
kind of smell the I can
what the
kind of
beer-
smell the pineapple a little bit when you take it. Just it's very brief, but it's there.
Yep.
But I think it has a more distinct flavor than the last one we did,
Yeah,
which
for
was still
sure.
good, but that one was kind of more generic than this one. So this one I like.
Yep, I agree. I the citrus there. You smell it. It was. Oh, jeez, got hiccups. It was there, but it was better than the first beer. Not by much, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah, they were both
prefer
good. I would drink either of them. I'm just saying this one has a better flavor in my
Yes,
opinion.
a better flavor profile. I mean, we're being bougie going on here. I was like, oh, lift my finger up.
Oh.
Let me lift my pinky up. I drank this beer. Gulp, 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 gulp.
Pinkies
All right.
out.
So that'll be on the website along with the other beers from the previous podcast that we fucked up on. No, it's just great. Let's move on there. All right. So
You don't want to talk about the Samoa beer I'm going to drink next?
that thing's disgusting. All right. So the on the last podcast where I fucked up, there's Brian and Kev had both a coconut beer. No, wait.
He had his was a sour and mine
Sour,
was
sour coconut, right? And you just
Something
yours is
like that.
sour, and
Yeah.
yours was just a coconut.
Mine's a coconut milk stout that's based on the Samoa
I'm
Girl
pretty
Scout
sure
cookie.
they were both fucking.
You thought they were both terrible.
Yeah, without a doubt, they were both fucking.
I didn't
horrendous.
have the Samoa one. So.
No, the Samoa one, it was. Ugh. And then the sour beer.
Still the best Girl Scout cookie.
You
Thin mints, bro.
you're
Thin
fucking.
mints.
Thin Mints are good.
Dude.
No, Thin Mints are not.
They have a new
Yeah.
one. All right, I ain't gonna bother going on. Listen, there's a bunch of cookies behind you. My daughter sold to her because they're from my Girl Scouts and stuff like that. They're so much better ones. Anyway,
If I can buy and we'll figure out for your daughter. We talked about that last week also.
yeah, she
just
had
let
a
me know.
shop.
Yeah.
All right. I should wake up the wife. Hey, get up. We're gonna sell some cookies. Get the fuck
Get up! It's time to make money.
Yeah. Gonna make this money, bitch. All right. So, interesting first round. We're just gonna complete the next round and then save it for the next week's podcast because I'm pretty sure the audio on this one is gonna be very nice. We got some high tech equipment. A Zoom PodTrack P4. No one knows what that is, but those of you in the podcasting world have an idea what that is. So we got that. Some cool headphones, some decent microphones, and we're ready to rock and roll. Now, let's move on. Neo RoboCop. My man shoots someone in the dick. The other one can dodge bullets.
He can bend spoons.
And,
'Cause there is no
I like
spoon.
that. Bend spoons. Because, there is no spoons. Who's
right.
moving on?
I thought this was simple. I went Neo.
Yeah, I'm there with you.
I've got Neo also.
All right. Let's see what we got for their. Let me scroll up on here. Got Neo for Nick, and we got Neo for Shane.
Yeah, I kind of figured, as good as RoboCop is, this is a heavyweight
Yeah,
matchup
that's as
here.
far as
So
you go.
that's you're not going to get past Neo.
Listen, he's a machine, so he's dying. Neo hates machines. So there it is. Now Thor, Indiana Jones. Fuck you. I know you guys are going this one. I went Indy.
You went Indy.
I grabbed the
Indy!
satchel.
Oh, you know what?
Indy!
So remember, I did not have Thor. I had James Bond.
Okay.
But I had Indiana Jones beating James Bond anyway. So I still
Wow.
have Indiana Jones moving on.
Nice.
Wow. All right. So
Yes, this is gonna be awesome. Shit. I'm
Shit,
looking
fuck
at
damn
the
it
other
all.
ones. So the other two had Nick and Shane had Mad Max in this, so they had what's going on.
Oh, so they're
But they
out.
also had Thor though. Fuck. I know where Brian's going. Just say it.
Thor.
Yeah. Fuck
Yeah.
you. All right. So Thor moves on because the other two had Thor.
They had Thor moving on anyway.
Yeah. They like.
Ouch.
It's all about the hair.
Yeah,
It's all about Fat Thor. He's owning Noob Master 69 right now.
Yes. So. All right. Rambo.
So it's Neo and Thor is going
Yep,
to be that
Neo
matchup.
and
Okay.
Thor is going to be there, and then Optimus Prime versus Rambo. Oof. Oof. Yes.
This
Yes,
would-
have some.
As I'm reading the other guy, I know what I got.
I know
Now
what I have
I'm
also.
reading the other two. So.
This was a tough one for
Oh
me.
yeah. All right, Brian. Come on. Rambo. No.
No, the voice wins out.
Yeah.
Optimus.
I knew it. I had a feeling. I was going to say. There's no way.
He gets me amped.
No.
What do you want?
Kevin, you went Prime.
They drew first blood.
You.
I have Rambo. I have this matchup, and I took Rambo.
Yeah.
When I was thinking, so this is one that I did take a while to think about also. I feel like there's other Transformers that are. I know that Optimus Prime has the voice, but there's other Transformers
He's
that
the
are just as cool.
goddamn leader.
I get it, but whatever. Rambo's a one-man mission. They can't let anyone know that he's there either. There's going to be no evidence that he was there. He's in and out. He's rescuing
There's like
the POWs.
9,000 bodies.
Whatever. Those guys are dead already. Rambo can't do anything about that. like I said, it was a tough one, and I admit Optimus
Tough
Prime is
one
cool.
for you.
And I mentioned before that I love the robot chicken Optimus Prime also, where he has prostate cancer. I'm sorry, it's for like, Doctor. In the Optimus Prime voice, Doctor, I was peeing and there was blood in there. But I still went Rambo. Sorry.
You're a lone guy in this one.
Oh, all right.
Just like
it,
Rambo.
It happens. That's fine.
You're a lone guy in this one. So Optimus Prime is
I'm behind
moving
enemy
on.
lines by myself.
Yeah. All right, Owen Whistler, relax.
All right. So Optimus Prime.
Yeah,
Okay.
Optimus Prime moves on. Jot it down in your little notes over
Yep,
there.
I'm sorry for keeping track.
Yeah, no. Please do because I am not.
I'm keeping track of all my I think I had the most losses in the tournament so far. It's just going to keep
I
going.
don't know. I'm pretty much. I think I'm the first one with losses. We'll see what's going on.
All right. Well, I think I'm going to be right on the next one though.
All right. So Captain America, Aragon. You fucks. Don't fuck me.
No, I went Cap.
Don't
Yeah,
you dare.
I went-
This wasn't even a battle.
As much as I had Aragon over Dread Pirate Roberts, I have Captain America easily over
Yeah.
Aragon.
So we
The
got.
Shield, bro. Come on. Fucking.
So we got Cap. Obviously, I'm Cap.
Yeah.
Nick goes Cap. Shane. What the fuck, man? Aragon.
He went Aragon, huh?
You win a fucking Aragon.
I don't picture Shane as a Lord of the Rings guy. He's not a Marvel guy either, though. Really,
It was
so.
interesting because Shane had Jack Burton versus Aragon.
Okay.
and
that
and
makes
he even
sense.
went
Okay.
Aragon against Jack Burton. What is wrong with you? Go with Jack Burton. I would take Jack Burton every
Be
day.
consistent. Be
If
consistent.
that was the matchup, I would have taken Jack
Yeah.
Burton over Aragon.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, hands down. Fuck the king. Fuck you.
He just threw us for a big loop.
yeah.
Oh shit!
Oh my
I'm
god.
just gonna
shit.
write America.
I
America. There we go.
yeah, like as in Team America. All right.
Go to the villains.
Let's go to the villains. Here we go. T1000 versus John Doe. This is nice.
This is a tough.
I
This
had
is
this
nice.
one, and this is one of the. Oh no, I had Scar. Never mind. I'm sorry. This is
No.
still.
This
It's
is a
still
tough
tough
matchup.
anyway.
I like this.
Yeah,
I like
even
this.
if it was Scar, it was a tough matchup. Tough.
So, I know I had.
I think
know
I'm gonna lose on this one, so I'll just go first.
I know.
I'm taking T1000 again. I still love the Terminator movies. I love 7 too, and John Doe's cool as shit. But all the special effects involved in the Terminator movie with the T1000, running, getting fucking shot, and just fucking rehealing itself the whole time. Transforming different things. Is Fluffy okay? I hear Fluffy barking in the back. While he has the fucking spear hand through the fucking husband, basically.
Yep.
T1000's cool as shit. Again, so is John Doe. I love 7. He's fucking terrifying. You said chilling is a good word for him also. I went T1000. I think I'm going to be wrong here.
I don't think you're.
And it's going to hurt my bracket, but whatever.
I don't think it's like what you just said is. There's nothing wrong with what you just said.
Well, good. You should vote for T1000 then. Good.
no,
All right, I'm going to write T1000. We're
Yeah.
moving on.
Listen, I have the pen.
I have
the
a feeling
power.
I'm wrong here because I just love the Terminator.
I'm going to
movies,
go
but whatever.
John Doe
Yeah, that's fine.
just because, like I said, everything that he does leading up to his reveal is fucking phenomenal. And he's just
Yeah.
an out of the box
Oh,
killer there. You
I
know?
see what you did there.
You got to get the
I
drum
see
roll
the-
sound effect. But
Yeah, actually, that's on there. But I'm not.
But yeah, no, what he does leading up to it, but you're not wrong with what you're saying with the T1000 because he was so cool, and at that time, even now, the special effect of that was fucking awesome.
I wonder, like, this movie I think came out like probably like 92, 93.
Yeah, I think it was-
Terminator 2. I think the special effects for him had to be like pretty high up there for that time period.
You know,
probably.
that's the bulk of the movie.
Yeah.
Is his special
Yeah.
effects. You know.
Yes, and Arnold's salary. So, all right. So who'd you go with again?
I went John Doe.
John Doe.
1-1.
T1000. So let's. We can't count Nick. In
He had
this
Regina
because-
George.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. His bracket's fantastic. So he had Regina George beating out T1000. He was with me on that one. Thank you. He has Scar beating out John Doe. I should have been with him on that one. It's another family man who has children who loves.
So who did he have? Regina George and Scar.
He had Regina George.
Wow.
Beating out Scar. That one would be tough for me. I may have gone Scar.
I would have gone Scar.
I
there.
probably would have gone Scar on that one, which is good.
I'll admit I'm not a mean girl.
So
guy,
Nick is actually. I'm pretty sure Nick has to be losing in this right now. Everything that's going on. Let's just move on. Because Nick can't. We can't count him. I don't know what he's gonna do. Can we call him? Yeah, he said he's going to better. He got a rough day today and got a long day tomorrow. So Shane went. John Doe. I went John Doe.
All right.
Oh.
Well, it's probably better that way because if it was 2-2, it would have been fucking weird to figure out what we do moving forward.
We'd be like, throw a coin.
All right. Well, that's going to.
Toss it with your coin. All right. So now.
All right. So that is one of my final 4 picks was T1000. So I am now fucked already.
Oh yes.
I'm not too mad because we're just fucking around. No one has money on this, but man, T1000.
You guys
R.I.P.
don't know you.
R.I.P.
I have all your credit card information. It's crazy. So Doctor.
Shit, you probably fucking do for the Patreon. God damn it.
So Dr. Evil versus Bill the Butcher is the next one going
All right, I thought this was pretty simple.
I'm probably gonna lose this one too.
I thought this was simple. As much as I love Dr. Evil,
Fuck.
and he was great, but it's Bill the Butcher. He was phenomenal.
God
and
damn it.
He's Daniel Day-Lewis as that role was just so fucking good. Like, did he win an Oscar for this?
Did
or-
not win for Bill
But
the
he
Butcher.
was
Nominated.
Like
Didn't
best
win.
supporting, or was he best actor? Because him and
It was him and
DiCaprio
Leo. I
are
don't
top
know.
billing.
I feel like DiCaprio probably was nominated for best actor and didn't
Was
win
he on
also.
this one?
I don't even know if DiCaprio was nominated.
I don't know.
No,
Yeah.
He
he
was
wasn't.
good, but
I don't
he was
think.
nowhere
But I
near
don't
as
think.
good
I don't
as-
think they would have said Defoe. I was going to say. I don't know if they would have said that Daniel Day-Lewis was best actor either.
He would have been best supporting.
He
actor
might have
for
been.
this.
I'll look it up while you guys talk. I'll just say while you do the tie-breaking votes, I think I'm going to lose this one also.
So Brian,
This was a tough one.
So Brian, you went. What'd you say? You went Bill.
You went Bill the Butcher.
Bill the Butcher.
And again, if I'm wrong
Shane.
here, fine again. But I'm going to say Dr. Evil. I went with the laugh factor again. I love also. I said I love James Bond movies. He's definitely the parody of the Moonraker villain.
Yes.
It's the James Bond parody. I love
Yeah,
Dr.
yeah.
Evil. Mike Myers is great too. But I think I'm wrong, and if I am, it's fine because Daniel Day-Lewis's Bill the Butcher is great also.
So Shane went Bill as well,
What was I looking up? Oh, if he was nominated.
and then I love Nick's bracket. This is fantastic. So Nick had
He's got Lex Luthor versus
Lex, Lex.
Mugatu.
No, he got Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor versus Bill the Butcher, and he has Lex Luthor.
I wouldn't have taken.
Wow.
I would not have taken that.
What, bro? This is like fucking. Is that the fight? Is that the worst horse ever? Long shot. Here you go, man.
He was. So Daniel Day-Lewis was best actor for Gangs of New York. So
He
Leo.
won it?
No, he was nominated.
okay,
though.
nominated,
Didn't
okay.
win. He won for. Well, it's right here. Hold on. My Left Foot. There Will Be Blood in Lincoln. I know he won for There Will Be
He
Blood,
won
but anyway,
three best actors.
Yeah.
Oh man, fucking.
I think that's tied for the most ever. Yeah. But anyway, what were we talking about?
Lex Luthor versus Bill
Lex
the Butcher.
Luthor against Bill the Butcher. I
And
would have
Lex
had Bill the
Luthor
Butcher
wins,
there.
and
Yeah.
he has. It's crazy. I can't. And
Nick, God bless you.
yeah.
So Bill the Butcher.
I think he's fucking with us.
So that Sweet 16
So
matchup
it's-
is two
it's-
teams. I do not have
Yeah,
two
it's
teams.
Bill
I
because
don't
I
have.
had Bill the Butcher as well on that
Okay.
one. So the next one, Anton Sugar versus Predator. I'm sorry, Anton.
Yeah, I had Predator.
He-
This was an easy
Predator.
There's
one.
no way he can move on.
Predator.
All right, I want to go to the next bracket.
Is this a sweep?
fantastic.
I don't think anyone had Tong Po.
No, no one did. I think all the same. Oh shit! Shane had Anton versus.
Wow.
What are you doing?
I mean, I love No Country for Old Men, but
Nick got this right.
I
Even
had-
Nick got this right.
I had to go Predator here.
Are you kidding me? Predator. I can't do the. I don't know how to scream like him.
right. Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Holy shit! Nick is fucking Dr. Evil beating out Bill the Butcher, whatever he had. Like no Lex Luthor. Oh Jesus. That's fucking crazy. All right, Hans Landa versus Pennywise. So that's good. So Shane had them. Nick had this as well.
I-
This is a very simple.
I
one,
had
so-
this also. Did everyone have
Yeah,
this?
I think we all had this. Moving on. Brian,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm gonna go Hans.
Brian leads us with Hans. We're gonna go with Shane's gonna agree with the Hans kind of guy. I'm gonna go with Hans. So that's 3.
that ends it then because I have.
Yes.
I mean, it ended it already. I have Hans also.
And Nick.
Yeah, Pennywise.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Lex Luthor. It's crazy. All right.
The next podcast.
Who is
before
this
Before we do the
Superman?
Sweet 16, we should just have Nick on to explain all of his
Yeah,
picks.
Nick, before we go on, just record yourself, explain everything, let me know what's going on, and just interesting. All right. Jigsaw, the Joker.
Oh, no,
well, that's the
no,
other
no,
half
no.
of the villain.
going-
Oh,
we're
I'm sorry.
going-
That's
yeah.
right.
Go back
I'm sorry.
to
I
the
like the
heroes.
villains better because I'm looking at Nick's right now. I'm like, this is insane. So, all right, go back on.
You know what? Nick, I love you, but I appreciate that you're here because you're probably the only person with a worse bracket than I had, I guess. Although Jay said his wasn't that good either, but I don't know.
I'm
Yeah.
You were the number one apparently.
bro. I'm like 36-3 right now.
I think when we get to the, actually no, I lost the Final Four person already. Fucking T1000 out,
Oh,
pricks.
Jesus Christ.
I got everybody still in.
All right, let's see.
we'll
All right,
see.
so back to the heroes. Obi-Wan versus Iron Man. Oof,
Interesting matchup.
it is.
It
I
was.
like it.
It was.
Oh, Nick had Okay.
Nick had Skywalker,
He
right?
probably had Skywalker.
Some
Yeah.
I know one person
He
had
did.
Skywalker.
It was
Yeah,
Nick.
so.
Nick has Skywalker, so
Just out of
Okay,
curiosity, did he have
okay.
Skywalker winning or no?
he had him going in.
Oh, all right. So
He had him going far. He had him going to, what was that? Sweet 16? Yeah.
That's
so
the
loses
next
the
round.
next one. Yeah.
Oh, no. 2,
So Elite
4,
Eight then.
6, 8. He was the Elite
Wow.
8. Holy
Wow.
shit. Fucking that pussy.
Luke, what a pussy.
Pussy. Okay, so Nick, we can't. You're gone. Shane, Obi-Wan. I had Obi-Wan.
I too had Obi.
Yeah, I had Obi-Wan.
Oh,
also.
right. Yes. Yes.
Hold on, I'm looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, I have Obi-Wan. I was looking at this sheet that doesn't.
I
have
tell you what,
everything
if
filled
this
in,
was
but, yeah.
drunk Iron Man from the comics, hands down, I would have had him. Because he's all about. Because like, listen, our podcast goes reels, booze, and bros. If this was the Iron Man from the comics, who like the reason why he says, I drink because I'm afraid to do everything else. That's how I get in the suit. He's a huge alcoholic.
Yeah.
Though we may not be. All right. No
where,
comment.
where are you going with this?
I have no idea. Let's move on. I digress. Leonidas versus John Wick. Yeah. I'm sorry, Sparta.
I have to think about this, so
You're-
I'll go
Ah,
later. No, because I had
Two
I had Batman.
Oh, that's right.
I mean,
you
I'm
did.
pretty sure where I'm going now that I think about it.
Two
pretty quickly,
characters
so.
that I love, but I'm going John Wick.
Yeah, you have to go John Wick.
Yeah, now like I had to think because I looked at my bracket. I had Batman moving on, but looking at who he beat, I was like, oh, he beat John Wick. John Wick beats Leonidas, so
All right, wait.
I'll go John Wick
You-
also.
Oh, man. That's crazy because you know what? Shane and Nick both had Leonidas.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because Nick had Leonidas versus Batman.
The
That's what I had,
the
but I had
Italian-
Batman.
The Italian went for a fucking Greek.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And he had Leonidas
Man,
beating Batman.
I had Leonidas against Batman, but I had Batman winning that one.
Yeah,
That's
hands
why,
down,
yeah.
Batman would beat Leonidas, and then so
So it's gonna
and
come down to
Shane-
you then.
And then Shane had Leonidas versus Wick, and he had
And he
I
took
could, I could see
and-
Shane
and
taking
he's
going Leonidas over
and
Wick.
he went,
okay.
and I went Wick. I went Wick.
All right, so it's Wick then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wick wins. That's crazy. Oh my god, it's crazy. This is insane. And then this is all right.
If you smell. No.
Yeah.
Oh, here you go.
Smell what the Rock is cooking.
Well, he's cooking William Wallace for Superman. I had Spider-Man.
Oh, I did not. I did not have Spider-Man.
I
Even
had-
though I had him
I had
winning the first round,
Uh-huh.
I had William Wallace moving on over Spider-Man. So I have William Wallace here.
So
you have to think about your vote then, right?
I do.
Okay.
Let's come back to me.
So I actually had William Wallace versus Spider-Man, but I'm still taking William Wallace anyway.
Oof, I like this. So Nick went. Oh my God, is that a beer opening? Oh my Jesus!
Do you want me to do it in front of the microphone and from now on? Then,
Nah,
I guess.
What beer is that? Is that the fucking?
This is a Samoa one, so I know
Ugh.
you're not going to like it.
Ugh.
Fantastic.
So Nick had Superman beating out William Wallace.
Interesting.
Shane had William Wallace.
Thank God.
So that's two William Wallaces then. I know Nodine's got to go William Wallace here. I'm not even bothering. We're
There's
moving
two of
on.
us
Yeah.
here, so which one's
Oh, all right. Yeah, fine. Yeah, okay. So I know Brian is going William Wallace.
You are correct.
Yeah, I knew it, and I had him also. So
I had Wallace.
You had Wallace too?
I'm going.
Okay.
No, I didn't have him. I had
oh, you
Wallace.
got, did you have Spider-Man beating William Wallace?
Yeah. Oh, I had Spider-Man. Yeah, I did.
So I had Spider-Man and Wallace too, but I still went William Wallace when I had that
Yeah, it
matchup
was
anyway.
Hands down.
I'm sorry.
Fuck you.
Even
Spider-Man.
with me saying as much
I
of a
mean,
Spider-Man fan I
excuse me,
was growing
Superman.
up, William Wallace is cool as shit too.
Yeah.
I could not.
They may take our wives, but they'll never take our freedom. Yeah, I got that.
Braveheart is my all-time favorite movie. So
It's
Wallace,
I don't know if
Wallace
all
is
time,
going far.
it's definitely up there.
Wallace is going.
You
far
know
for
what?
me.
I'll say Braveheart is better than any Spider-Man movie. Even as a big Spider-Man
Boom!
kid growing up, I'll still say
Got
Braveheart
him.
is a better movie than any Spider-Man
Fucking
movie.
hands down, it is.
Yeah. As much as I love Spider-Man.
And if we're doing movie
And
bracket,
and-
that's why
and-
I'll go William Wallace too.
and even like the latest one, Spider-Man No Way Home.
No Way Home, which is really good. I liked it.
fucking phenomenal. It probably beats it by like a tenth of
A lot.
point.
Oh
A
no,
lot?
no, William. No, Braveheart is a lot better.
You-
As good as No Way Home was, and Far From Home, and Homecoming, and other Spider-Man
probably
movies.
just
The
because
first one with Tobey Maguire.
No, I have to agree with the fact that like they
Braveheart
brought,
is
they
so
brought
good.
all of them they brought all of them together, makes it so cool, and it's just like, I know the biggest thing is like you think Doctor Strange fucked up that spell. It's like
He didn't fuck up the spell. Spider-Man fucked
he
up the
did,
spell.
but you know
It's
what?
his goddamn
But
fault.
like if you read on, there was supposed to be someone there instead of Doctor Strange doing the spell.
And you know what? We talk about people who are crybabies. Spider-Man, all-time crybaby.
I don't know about
William Wallace, not a crybaby.
He's
You
a
see him cry in the
teenager.
movie at all?
William Wallace.
He just
is
goes
a
out fucking
grown-ass
shit up.
man.
The love of his life fucking dies. He says, I'm going to sit here and cry. No, I'm going to fucking murder everybody.
Yeah, which is fantastic.
I'm going to overthrow the goddamn government. That's what he fucking does.
Yeah.
Leads his country to fucking freedom.
It's my island. All right.
Shout out to the Irish guy. I can't remember his name.
Yeah. So William Wallace moves on. T-800 versus Ghostbusters.
All right, well, I had Maximus versus Ghostbusters, but in that spirit, I had Maximus over Ghostbusters, so I will take T-800 over Ghostbusters.
Nick also had Maximus versus Ghostbusters. So we can't count him because he had Maximus. Shane had T-800 versus Ghostbusters.
So did I, but what did Shane have?
Shane had the T-800 moving on. Interesting. I too had T-800.
That's
Yeah, I had T-800 Ghostbusters, and I took T-800 also. So at least one of my Terminator picks are still alive.
There you go. So you should.
R.I.P. T1. Sorry, R.I.P. T1000, which is still the cooler Terminator.
So, bro, why are you going with like
Still mad. Still mad.
So you
just bad matchup.
So,
Bad
so
matchup.
Yep.
new and hotness you went with as opposed to old and busty. I got you. That's the
Listen, it's just the way that the bracket works out. So over the Ghostbusters, sure. If T-800 had gone against, if T-800 had gone against like William Wallace, which he's about to apparently, or Spider-Man, Superman, other people, maybe I have the T-800 further. But against Ghostbusters, I'll take T-800, even though the T-1000, which is the newer model and superior, basically, I still would have gone that. But whatever.
Okay. All right. Let's go finish up with the villains right here. Jigsaw versus the Joker. Fuck you, puppet.
Yeah, this as much as I was talking about the Saw movies before, Joker, when we did the whole thing against Khan, all-time great villain.
Yeah.
Joker easy
Joker
here.
wins. So
Yeah.
Joker goes there.
Did anybody not have the Joker in the Sweet 16?
Let me see. Fucking Nick.
You had Voldemort, didn't
Yeah,
you?
he did. Are you what the fuck? That's you know what?
I feel so bad for the first thing I say. All right, what did Nick have?
God, I love him.
What the
Love
fuck
him.
is he doing?
I wish he was here because he would just be fucking laughing his
I
ass
know,
off.
trying to explain it. He like quotes the wrong shit too and everything. Like that. That's how Nick rolls. It's great. God, Nick, we missed you. All right, Thanos versus the Emperor. I like Thanos. He's just a better fucking.
I have to actually check and see
Yeah,
what I have.
he's just a better.
I'm taking Thanos.
I took Thanos also.
Okay, Nick took the Emperor because he actually had him in this. And Shane took Thanos as well. So
4-1. All
yeah,
right.
Thanos moving on. As much as you know what, Vader is the better villain out of the two. Oh, that was a nice fart. That was me. I hope.
Man, no, I could hear it on this, so it's it definitely got picked up.
Yes, these microphones are awesome. This new equipment's fantastic. All right, Hans Gruber versus Ernie McCracken. I'm gonna have to change mine because I had someone totally different earlier going on. You guys convinced me going on, so I want to see what Nick has. Oh, okay. Nick had both Hans Gruber and Hannibal Lecter. So Nick went Hannibal Lecter on this.
Wait, so it's Hans versus
Ernie.
McCracken.
Ernie.
Right?
Yeah, Hans
So-
versus Ernie is the actual
I'm just saying this
matchup.
is what he had though. So
So
Nick,
he took Lecter.
he took Lecter, so he can't get anything there. Shane had Hans going on. Oh, sorry about that.
So I didn't have Han, so I have to think about this.
This is tough.
I was the one that took Alonzo Harris for the last one. You took Alonzo Harris too, didn't you?
No.
I
You did. Oh,
switched
you switched
my
to. Okay,
vote.
I know someone else did. Okay.
But and on my paper, I have Hans. But on your speech, you made me switch my vote.
yeah. So I'm
But-
thinking I have.
I have Hans versus Lecter, and I have Hans winning, so I'm going Hans.
I'm thinking. Hold on.
I see.
Does it matter what I think, or is it over, or no?
It might be. Oh, I gotta pee. I know. I'm getting up. I gotta pee. I'm going with Hans. Give me a second. Let's pause this for a moment. If I can, I don't know how to pause it. All right, you talk. I gotta pee.
Okay, we're still going then. I'm just gonna keep talking.
going.
All right, so I'll think this out in my head. So I had Alonzo Harris over Hans Gruber. I did have Ernie McCracken over Hannibal Lecter,
Correct.
which is the actual pick. Ernie did win
Ernie
the
did
previous
win,
round, and it's
yeah.
him against Hans is the actual pick. I am going to go. You know what? No, I'm going to stick with the pick I have. That I have Ernie McCracken.
Wow, you had Ernie going over Hans. Really?
I did. Well, I had him going over Alonzo Harris also. So I'm sticking with Kingpin is one of my
Wow.
favorite movies of all time, and so is Training Day. But I will quote Ernie McCracken and Kingpin lines all day long. I'm going him with as the funnier and better villain. Alonzo Harris is a crooked cop. Fuck that guy. Even though he didn't win, it was Hans anyway. Hans. No, I'm gonna go with what I went before. Hans Gruber beat Alonzo Harris, and he's the one that's actually in the bracket. I'll still say that Simon Gruber was the better overall villain from the series. So because of that, I'll still feel good about my Ernie McCracken pick, which I originally had over Alonzo Harris, and I'll stick with him over Hans Gruber also. I'm sticking with my Sweet 16 pick. So we'll see if he actually ends up sticking around. But yeah, that's what I'm going with.
I don't think so, because I think it's right now. I think Hans Gruber wins the matchup.
If that's the way it works, then fine.
Because I have
whatever.
him, Jay has him, and I think Shane had Hans as the winning votes here.
That's fine. I wasn't paying attention apparently.
So I think it's 3 for Hans.
All right, I'm back.
All right. So I voted for Ernie, and I gave an impassioned speech about why I love Ernie, and apparently it was all for naught because apparently you already said that Hans won.
No.
Did I say how? Where we at?
The
No,
bottom half of the
Yeah,
villains
because
bracket.
there. I had Hannibal, but I changed mine. So Shane had Hans.
I have Hans.
That's
Brian
two
has-
Hans.
That's 2 Hanses. Nick has Hannibal. Yeah, I love you, Ernie, but I'm gonna go with Hans.
Yes.
All right.
On
Fair
this
enough.
one. So it was fantastic, but he can only beat someone so much with a bowling ball.
Listen, he said he was sorry, and he meant it. You know, for the first couple of years, I felt kind of responsible.
Ooh, creepy.
Now the final one:
Kentucky. Deeper, Jonathan.
Darth Vader versus Saddam. This one, in my
This
opinion,
was simple.
is
Yeah.
simple. As much as Saddam is fantastic.
One of again,
Um,
same as the Joker, and it's going to suck that they're going to
Iconic.
be the next matchup. It's 2 of the most iconic villains of all time. I have Vader.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I can't believe Nick went with this. No, I'm kidding. No,
He wants Saddam?
no, great. No, it was Vader. So it was a sweep. It was there. So Vader's there. And let's hear the matchups. Let me see, Kev, you wrote it
Yep,
down.
I got the sheet. Yep.
So we got the sheet. Let's toss it over here. So for next week, we're gonna finish this up.
Starting Sweet 16.
Sweet 16. So we have for the heroes. Let's go to hero side first. We have Neo versus Thor. Optimus Prime versus America. versus Captain America.
America.
We have Obi-Wan versus John Wick. William Wallace versus the T-800. I like that matchup a lot. Like a lot. And then John Doe. So for the heroes, excuse me, the villains. John Doe versus the Butcher. Predator versus Hans Landa. The Joker versus Thanos.
Oh, that's a good
Wow.
one.
Wow. Hans Gruber. The other Hans. Hans Gruber versus Vader.
Big day for Hans on the podcast.
We got a lot of Hanses going on.
Germany wins again.
Germany was yeah.
It's just like Beer Fest all over again.
Und Becks. Yeah, und Becks.
It's frustrating.
Yeah.
Frustrating.
So frustrating.
Yeah, and we're drinking our camel piss.
It's a bubble. It explodes.
So let's we're gonna call it there for a night. It's a very long podcast. It's coming to a conclusion. Let's thank everyone. Yeah. And there's the
I swear to God, you have to tell us when you're doing that. I was so scared for a second.
You're gonna drop the
I thought you said you only had 4 noises. That's definitely 5.
No, that's 4.
That was
No, because we have the beer fridge, we have the horn, The Rock, and then
And the
there's
sad horn. Oh, you already
the
did
sad
all right,
horn?
Yeah, you already had that already.
yeah. So we had those
Whatever.
like this. So, all right.
I teach English, not math. I can't count.
All right. Thank you for joining us on this podcast. Thank you for joining us on Twitch. All you that are out there, we appreciate it. Hopefully, this audio is very good. We got some brand new. If it's not, I'll be fucking pissed. Check us out on all of our social
Jay
media.
wasn't recording the entire time.
Check us out. No, motherfucker. It's blinking on. So you can check us out on reelsboozebros.com and all the social media, and that's it for it, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers.